Hello. 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 Welcome. Welcome. It has been a while. We came here to share, and we are just looking at today what we can share. And I think the topic is one of those topics that people can easily kill you for. People will get angry and insult you. Comparing systems, you know, you want to live in Africa, you want to live in Ghana, or you want to travel. And if you watch the social media and you look at Africans who live abroad and what they share, majority of them are even telling our people to get out of Africa and find their life, move. So this is one of the things that I want to share. So please share the channel, share it. Share the channel. That's how the channel will grow. And so share the channel, share it with your friends, with your family, share it to WhatsApp groups, to Facebook groups, to all the groups that you're part of, the footballers, your church, your politics. This year is a huge political year. And next year, so share it to them because they are telling us that politics will be the reason we will grow, we will develop. We know that that is not true. So let's share, let others join. It really does not matter whether you agree with our point of view or you don't agree with our point of view. Let's share. Nobody is going to kill anybody. you know because there's a group of people, there's a group of Ghanaian youth who live outside and who are telling people, get out, go to school in Canada, in America, in England. The bottom line is that you want to become successful. That is the bottom line. You want to do something with your life. You want to become significant. You don't want to be poor. You want to have a good life, have money, have family, have some impact. That is the way. I think that is the foundation. And if you think that traveling is how you're going to achieve that, fine. But what is the main thing is that you want to become successful. And so let's compare it, comparing systems, staying in Africa or staying in Ghana or traveling abroad. And when we were children, getting abroad is one of the ways that people become successful. And anybody at all, when they travel, all of a sudden they become very knowledgeable, they become very wise, and they wanted to tell us everything. Somebody who was very shy, who was very respectful, the moment they move out of our continent and they come back now, there was a time I was at the airport. There was this young boy that I knew way before. Now, this guy traveled to America. He came back. Now, when he sees you, respect. And all of a sudden, when they come, they have a house, they have a car, and maybe you are here struggling. You are here finding it difficult to put your things together. So let's have honest discussions on these things because it looks like somebody is telling us that if you live in Ghana, you're not becoming anything, and if you live in Ghana, you will not become successful. If you live in Ghana, you are confused. And then we push forward 30 years, 40 years, 70 years. You calibrate the life and you see that those who are successful, it's because they were deliberate, intentional to become successful. And even successful in what sense? Is it financial? Is it family? Is it social impact? Is it even health? Is it fulfillment? Is it happiness? Is it great outlook of life? Is it positivity? Or is successful because I built a house and I bought a car and I find all my children abroad and I'm in my room insulting all political leaders in Africa and being so much negative and paranoid about the prospects of Africa? Is that kind of life? Is that kind of life that you're 70 years, you and your friends, you get together and you say that all those Africans are crooks? Is that the kind of success that we are talking about? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Sometimes when you're sharing this with a lot of the young boys, especially those in Ghana who have never traveled anywhere, it's a very hot topic because we seem to believe in Africa, or we seem to believe in Ghana, particularly Nigeria, Ghana, West Africans. We seem to believe that the white man is somewhere waiting for us to come and enjoy life abroad. They have brainwashed us so much that we think the average white man so respects us so much, and everything there is wonderful. And then when you get there and you look at their behavior towards you, then you start to ask questions. It's because you were tricked, you were lied to. And sometimes some people are even there and they still live in big denial. They're still saying that it's still better. There's no racism. There's no, somebody will even compare racism with tribalism. They say that, yes, they are racist, but we are also tribal. Because our people, many times, the very critical things that make other race, other groups of people become successful and competitive and domineering or become dominant over others, we don't have that kind of thinking. And much of it is because of whatever happened and how we've been educated, how we've been conscientized, how we've been, for a lack of a better word, how we've been brainwashed to look at ourselves and look at the world. So the average guy, the average young man, the average young woman in Ghana, if he's never traveled outside the continent, he thinks that once he gets out there, everything will become successful. He doesn't know that if you go without paper, now you have to live in those countries with paper. You have to go, and then some people can wait for 20 years, 10 years before they get legitimate paper to even move around as full individuals. Some of us would have to change our names, marry our sisters, our brothers, our cousins, to even be accepted in such kind of environment. So the systems, if you're comparing them, I dare say that Africa was not allowed to build our own systems based on our own culture and our own aspirations. So the global political, financial, migration kind of structure that the West has developed, mainly the West, Africa was not part of it. We were not considered. That's why when you take your Ghanaian passport, you can't travel to England. But somebody in America can take their passport and move to a lot of countries in the world. That's why even your education in Ghana, when you take it to those countries, they are trying to tell you all kind of things, because even the financial structures that run the world, in the West, Africa is not part of it. When they were setting the IMF, Ghana did not even exist. You go and read 1948, 1950, Ghana was not a nation. So when they set those institutions, we were not part of them. They did not even have us in mind. They actually maybe didn't even think that we needed to even exist as a people. So you have to learn some of these things. One thing about knowledge is that once you have, some grasp of the truth, of the facts, your temperature will cool down, your frustrations will drop, and you have better understanding of life and better understanding of yourself, and you will know where to position to become successful. So if you have just joined us, my name is Obin Dako, and please share the channel with your friends. This channel will talk about personal development, financial education. We share a lot about Africa, our dignity, our history. We talk about entrepreneurship, creative thinking, systems thinking. It's a whole re-education of the African, re-engineering of the African, creating right content so that our people can build with it, because they're all over the world. The Africans are the ones who are trying to, say that if they are welcome, you are not welcome anywhere. And that is a fact. you're not welcome anywhere, even in your own country sometimes. So you have to have quality information to live in this world as an African. This world that the Europeans and the West and the colonizers, and they have not still stopped, have created, which they sacrificed the Africans to create. You know, that world that denigrated the Africans, that world that you want to live in and require respect. That's why the country that you live in, whether you live in Sweden, whether you live in England, America, look at how many of those people have any sense of respect for you. And when it comes to intelligence, they don't even think that you are that intelligent. Who told them that? Even though you beat them at the workplace, in the school, they still act like they're shocked to say that you are number one in the class. Why? Because they were miseducated about you. They were lied to about you, and they have bought those lies because those lies have made them, maybe, they think a little better. And you are still struggling to accept your ingenuity, your blessing, and your uniqueness. You are still struggling to accept your humanity as African. You know, so this channel is for that, so that we re-educate ourselves as a people and we become confident. Even if you don't want to live in Ghana, no problem. If you don't want to live in Nigeria, Kenya, no problem. But you become equipped so that the things that frustrate you will not frustrate you anymore. And you will not deal with 3 jobs, 4 jobs before you get money. You will study the system and create wealth for yourself and your family. How many Africans own businesses in those countries? How many Africans own properties? How many Africans even have access to capital? Continental Africans and those who have been there for the last 400, 500 years. How many have access to capital? You know, so these are things that so my book, Unlimited Opportunities, if you have not bought any, buy one. It's on Amazon and on Kindle, and we have them in Ghana as well. Perspective, how to develop the mindset to start and build your own business. It's a great book, and these books, I intentionally designed them so that they will correct the things that were absent in our development, in our education. So how to teach yourself money. It's a great book. They will not teach you about money in our school. And resilience, how to develop courage and strength as an African entrepreneur. If you don't develop entrepreneurs, we cannot control the wealth of Africa. The many resources that God gave us, or God has given us. If we are not having great innovators, entrepreneurs, industrialists, people who can build businesses, foreigners will take advantage of that. That's why Ghana discovered oil. How many Ghanaians are in charge of the oil business in Ghana? Ghana has had gold for how many years? How many Ghanaian companies are the ones mining gold? Look at our distribution companies, retail shops and wholesalers. How many Ghanaians are benefiting from the wealth? So the wealth of Africa must be in the hands of Africans. But if the Africans are not educated well, if are not informed well, if they have been brainwashed and ill-educated, then others will take advantage of the wealth. And the world actually runs is a fight of wealth. Or that they are trying to put a lot of hindrances in front of Africans is because that they want to control wealth. And that's what racism is actually about. Racism is power play on wealth in the hands of one race over the other. And it was a tool that was created by Europeans, and they are using it. That's why when you see the billionaire list, it's all white men. That is really racism. Those who make a lot of critical decisions in this world are white people. Why? Because that is racism. Racism is actually just a mechanism to make sure that the wealth and power, in this world is in the hands of a particular group of people. That's all. But if you don't know it, you compare it with tribalism. If you're in Ghana, no matter your tribe, nobody will prevent you from building a business or becoming a politician or making decisions in critical things that run any nation. Yes, there can be prejudice, but when we talk of systems that have been set to make sure that this particular tribe triumphs over the others, we don't have that in Ghana. And I dare say that in most African countries, we don't have that. They are not institutionalized, they are not legalized. But in some of these countries, those things have been institutionalized, legalized. They've been protected. And it's because most people don't study, they don't read, they don't search, they just make a lot of, loose statements when it comes to some of these things, especially those who have been educated under those systems. So you want to live abroad or you want to live in Ghana? When you complete school, like when you are just about 20 years, you have completed university. If you choose to live in Africa, if you choose to live in Ghana, maybe the first 5 years you may not have any employment, any job. If you're coming from a background like myself, you have no anchor in politics and those things, then you will struggle. After national service, you struggle to find something to do. And most of it is because you were not so much taught on the critical things that you need to live. Your financial education probably was very low. Your business education was very low. You did not even have right skill to produce anything to take to the market, or even the ability to pick a product that somebody has made and sell it. You didn't have a lot of those. And your education was devoid of that. And maybe you're even taken care of by your mother, single mother, or maybe your father was not even present. So you went to school to do psychology, sociology, engineering, or some of those. But when you came out, and nobody was ready to give you a job, and so you become frustrated. You say that, no, Ghana is so terrible. And you may not be wrong. And maybe your friend who happened to have visa to go to England, the next 2 days he has a job, whether he has papers or not, he can get some cleaning job, some operative, something, and maybe your friends who went to America, the same thing. And along the line, they will go and do postgraduate, they will go and do some specialty course. So the next 5 years, when they get there, maybe the next 2-3 months, they have a car, they have some apartment, and you are still here living with your mother in a single room. Of course, you'll be frustrated and you say that it doesn't worth it. But after 10, 20 years, if it so happened that you chance on doing something and you decided to just educate yourself, re-educate yourself, re-equip yourself, and you decided to start to understand our system, our infrastructure, and maybe you happen to just go and say that I want to raise some cattle, or I want to go and start cassava farm or coconut farm or maize farm, or if you want to open a provision shop, I want to start a restaurant, or even I want to get into GS, I want to become a teacher. Along the line, your salary may not be enough, but you may be able to find a woman who, you marry, you start to build life together. It could be slow, but if you're very intentional about life, the one who traveled will not be better than the one who stayed. Not at all. Not in finance, not in family, not in health, not in anything, not even in social influence. Because then after 20 years, some of you who in Ghana, those who opt to stay in Ghana, some of you become country directors of institutions. You become maybe the EC director. You become immigration officer if you choose to work as a civil servant. So those who are bold to enter politics, maybe you become an MP. You become a minister of state. Maybe you can even become a president. Those who will be in the private sector, like myself, you struggle, you fail, and then you start to have a business that starts to work there. You start to have a business that starts to employ 2, 3, 4, 5 people. You who, were struggling, now you have some access, you have some money, and now you can buy a car, you rent a house, or you build your own house. Life with time will take different shape, whether you chose to live in Ghana or you chose to go to America or some of those, so it's a different thing, different approach. But I think as an African, even if you have the best of life somewhere, the thing is, who should build Africa? That's the question. If you all move, who should build us? Who should develop our continent? Are you saying that all of us should move out of Ghana and go to New York? Why the Chinese are coming here? Why the Indians are coming? Because you think that when you completed school, the first 4 or 5 years, you didn't have a job. It's okay, because our economy, we may not have a lot of jobs, but access to work, you have. Access to money, you have. The problem is how you think and how you've been equipped mentally, and the kind of skill set that you have developed. So once you're able to develop those skill sets, then the one who travels or the one who moved will not be better than you. Not at all. Not at all. Will not be better than you. Yesterday we had a nice conference at Alisa Hotel. George organized that. Dr. Emmanuel Olimidu was there, and the kind of things that we share, we're talking about systems, how to build your financial freedom, how to build systems that will give you financial freedom. And we shared a lot. We shared a lot. Now, we could not have gained that kind of knowledge if we had not lived in Ghana. And we shared culturalized, localized approach to you building something, even if you don't have anything. Building a structure, building a system, because wealth, the reason you travel is because you are looking for money. But you can't get money if you don't understand systems and structures. And I can tell you that majority of our people who traveled, they have no idea how a system is built to create wealth. How a system is built to create wealth. So many of us will think that once I get a job, nice paying job, I'll be wealthy. If you look at those countries, those who live there, the structures and the systems that they have created to build billionaires and millionaires, we don't have those access. Our approach is entirely different. As a matter of fact, when you look at some of them, the billionaires, when even they want to buy something, they don't even use their own money. The banks will give them debt to buy that. When you went, they gave you house. They said, this is your house. They gave you mortgage. And when you are there, tomorrow that thing will increase. So you change in value, you get money. We don't have that kind of tool or that kind of structure in an environment. So when you say that, it's very good here, no? And Africa is no good, no, because you have not studied. Africa has said that we have not, because they truncated our approach to growth and innovation and prosperity. We left what we knew, those things that work for us. We left them, and we started to chase this, which was not designed for us. And we are still struggling to understand that. Our economies, all these financial something that in Africa, they are trying to teach us something that will never fit. So we didn't develop ours, or we were stopped to develop ours. It's almost in everything. Our education, even our religion, our economics, the way we even marry, the way we handle our marriages, all of them. We left what we knew. We did not modernize that. We did not grow that. We did not develop that. And we captured this one, which was not designed for us. Even that which they designed it for themselves and not for us. So the inferior one they gave us. And so we are torn between whether we pick ours or we pick theirs, and we're struggling to find a balance. So the systems that create wealth in Ghana, in Nigeria, they are entirely different from those systems that they create wealth in the West. And I dare say that many of our people don't even understand the tools that they are using to create those billions in those countries. And even those who even understand them, do they have access to them? And what are the challenges that they would have to overcome? If you have to go 10 to get access to that, the white boy will go just 1, and you'll be given the access, because those things were not designed for you. Those things were designed for them. So if you're a young man in Africa, if you're a young man in Ghana, I'm saying that our systems, we are yet to develop a system that will create a lot of innovators, entrepreneurs, a lot of wealthy people. We have not built that. And so you have to learn it yourself. And if you compare ours to America, no, you are making a mistake. They live in a different environment. Look at how the cedi dropped the other time. How can somebody say somewhere and say that my currency is dollar and yours is cedi? And they have been able to explain it for us to understand. And we are the ones even defending this, our economists and the financial people who have been educated by them. They will defend it when you have all this wealth, and yet your cedi is going down, and he has not much, and his dollar is the global currency, and you want to defend that, because you've been educated to defend them, not to defend us. And so when you have to know that when you start here, it is difficult. It is difficult. Even if you start to give yourself the right kind of information, the right kind of education, it's still difficult. But if you don't give up, it starts to it starts to get easy. And that is where you start to blow up. And our economy, every sector is open. What is not open is the minds of our people and the confidence that we must have in our people and in our continent. That one is still closed. So the systems are entirely different. What is built for them is not built for us. What is built for them, it is not built for us. And so we must understand what we don't have. The global financial structure was not built for you. You are not even part of it if you don't know. You're not part of it. Ghana is looking for $3 billion. How many months that they have waited? $3 billion. $3 billion. A whole country. And some of their companies were looking for $100 billion, and they will just give it to them like that. Because you're not built for that. You're not built to be part of that structure. You are built to be servants, made slaves of that structure. But our people will not accept that. They're still forcing themselves into it. And so they will still be bottom in that kind of structure. And so you as an individual, educate yourself, develop yourself as a young man. How about if you don't get visa? What are you going to do if you don't get visa? Those boys who will just be asking you, who is here? Who is saying something? Kwame, don't mind him. Making it in Ghana is so hard. Then why are you here? Don't come here. We are not looking for your kind here. We are looking for those who want to learn. We are not looking for those who are here to argue. Because you're not playing here. We are serious. So if you are here, nobody has. Don't waste your data here. Go to a place that you can have Manchester United. You can joke. You can. If Ghana is difficult for you, it's not difficult for everybody. There are so many. There is something you don't know, and instead of you to accept, you are just saying Ghana is difficult. It should be difficult for you. So don't waste your energy here. And we have a lot of your kind. You think that those in America is easy for them? You think that those you think those in Kuwait is easy for them? This ignorance is what we are dealing with, because we have a lot of you, and because you've been brainwashed, you think you're educated because you can write English. You think you can think because you can write English. That's our problem. If you can speak English and write, we think we've been educated. If you've been educated, you will not say that your country is difficult and you cannot be successful there, when others are becoming successful every day. Because you've been brainwashed to think that once you can speak English, you have education, you're writing, And so you are not the one that we are looking for. So don't waste your time here. You understand? Don't waste your time here. And we are not here for debate. We are not debating. This kind of information I'm giving you, some people were paying to get it. Some people were paying. So don't waste your time here, Kwame. Go and play your game, have fun. You can go and take Sakawa, moves and man bet, you'll be fine. But life is very fair. You reap what you sow. Whatever you are sowing today, if you sow negativity and laziness, you reap it. If you sacrifice and you put something before you and you read and you try, and if you fall, you wake up again, you become successful. Nobody has ever become successful by chance. It is intentional. It is hard work. You don't expect to become successful just by trying one time. It takes a lot of effort. And that one you don't want, because you want miracle. You want God to come from heaven and give you money. That's what they have taught you. So when you try one thing and it doesn't work, you say it's so difficult here. Go to those countries. White people with visa, passport. The Americans sleep on the street. Go to those countries. Go to England. A lot of English people have never seen £10,000 before. You think that is easy there? See? So don't come and waste our time here, right? If you want to learn, you must have a contract spirit. You must have the spirit to say, I don't know, I want to learn. If you're here to challenge, you are not up for that. Go and get visa, get out of Ghana. 20 years time, you come and meet your friends, and you'll be very, very much sad. We have friends. You think I have mates who have traveled, who are still looking for a way out to do something in Ghana. You have no idea what you're talking about. So my name is Obeda Akuya, comparing the systems. So in the long term, in 20 years, in 30 years, measure yourself with money. Some of our people will trade their head today to work 3 jobs to get some money to come and build a house and buy a car here. When they are 60 years, they have all kinds of complications. 70 years, they have all kinds of complications. Many of us will even have broken homes, because there's so much heat on the Africans. We work everywhere. We are working to feed those systems, and we have no time for our family. We have no time for our health. And the money, we don't even have it, because in those countries, you don't create wealth with man-hours. You create wealth with systems, structures that they have set. Taking a company to the stock market, having access to capital to buy maybe properties and rent them. Those are the ways that they create wealth. Building some IT companies. They are not creating wealth by working as a nurse or working as a doctor all hours. How much can you have? They will give you mortgage to buy a nice car and a nice house. That's all. But to become wealthy in those structures, you need a far better understanding of how those economies operate. And many of our people have no idea how those economies operate. They can be lawyers, doctors, they work to get salary. And so the time that they don't pay them, they are miserable. How many of our people can stay at home for 1 year without salary and still keep the lifestyle that they have? How many can be at home for 10 years without salary and they can still have the lifestyle that they have and take their children to school and pay their rent, or pay, how many have even paid their houses? So they are screwing us because a lot of our people are refusing to learn. Financially, we are very weak in terms of knowledge, in terms of skill set. So we think that once you work, you get salary. That is worth. That is very far from it. So study the systems. Study very well. Study, compare them, so that you don't just. I wouldn't say don't travel. Go travel, go and see some. It's okay, but don't put your faith in those areas. Put your faith in yourself. Put your faith in God, not in any structure that say that once I get out of Ghana, I'll become successful. You don't understand success. Success is having a dream, especially financial success, building a business, building investment. And those ones can be achieved anywhere. If you want to get into the millions, you can achieve it in farming, you can achieve it in selling, you can achieve it in industry, you can achieve it anywhere. The problem is, are you ready to pay the price, to go through the struggles before you get there? That is where the problem is. And are you ready to change? Take out the things that they put in you that don't work and put the new ones in you that will make you successful. That is the challenge. Or you just waiting that one time Akufo-Addo will become president and somebody will change everything and then you become successful. It has never happened anywhere, and it's never going to happen anywhere. Even those who get political positions and take money, after they are out of those positions, give them 5-10 years, they are back to square one, because that's not how wealth is created. Wealth is capacity. Wealth is a system. If you don't have the capacity to run those things, you will never become successful. And we're not just talking about in terms of financial wealth, even health, even family, even changing lives of our people, building our country, building our continent. That is wealth. And that is a broader picture. That is something that we are looking at. So we are, so I'm saying that system was not built for us. And so we must study our own system. And unfortunately, we are not the ones trying to build that system to create wealth. We're still waiting for somebody else to come and help us. So don't sacrifice your future by saying that once I'm hungry today, and so if I'm not getting anything to eat, then I'm not staying in Ghana. Yes, maybe travel if you want, but to build a successful life, it's a whole different approach. It's not part of travel. And somebody will say that if all the successful people in Ghana, they travel, that's where they got their capital. Are you sure? That's not true. Many people have become successful here. They didn't get any capital. They just started with the little that they had, and they continue to build. Take that mind from you. Take that thing from you, that until I travel and get capital, I can succeed in Ghana. Which capital? That capital is the intelligence that you have, the wisdom that you have, the knowledge that you have acquired. That is the capital that you need, and so once you're able to build that, you can build anything. You can build anything, especially if you have a learning heart, if you're one that is open to learn. If you're the one that is arguing everything, the way the universe is, it has a way of paying you back, And so there are a lot of young people now who are looking for postgraduate, scholarship to go to some place to go. And after the scholarship, after the postgraduate, you will still have to work. And your greatness really is not in working with PhD. Your greatness is in you having a vision and working towards that vision. And if it's financial success, it's building a business, educating yourself about finance, educating yourself about business, about entrepreneurship, educating yourself about economy, educating yourself about investment. Those are the things that will make you wealthy. So this mind that you have, ask yourself, with this level of thinking, do you think you can create any wealth with it? The way you look at life. Majority of our people think in terms of academic. The few of us who, people who even think in terms of knowledge, they think in terms of academic knowledge. They think in terms of academic knowledge. They don't think in terms of innovative and productive knowledge. So you went to school to get certificate in a degree in accounting. That's how you look at life. But you can't do any great thing with accounting degree. He went to school to do engineering. So he's looking at life from with his 4-year Kwame Nkrumah certificate. You cannot build factory with that. You need more information, far more than that 4-year education that they gave you in business administration. You think that you can really become a millionaire with medical 4-year or 7-year medical content? You can't. That is why look and check. Look, you think you can create a lot of wealth with that 4-year law degree? No. There's a lot of content that you have to put in yourself. And once you get that content and you take steps, then you create that kind of life that you're looking for. But our people are so relaxed in our littleness, especially when they get government positions or they get some places where they have Land Cruiser and house help. They are the most successful in our continent, in our countries. And therefore, that's why the foreigners are the ones building factories, building industries. They know something. And they don't even show you certificate. They show you what they can build. They show you the things that they can build or the things that they have built. And that is the realm that we have to. And those are the kind of knowledge that we share here, that you can build anything from the level that you are, so long as you're ready to learn, so long as you're ready to challenge what you know, so long as you're open, to new ideas, and so long as you're not lazy, so long as you're hungry and you desire, and you are able to take, all the troubles that will come with it, that's one, you become successful. So you want to live here or you want to travel, I'm saying that it's far easier to travel, to stay here and build something. And you will contribute more to the progress of our continent, because we are the ones to develop this country. It's not foreigners. It's not nobody will develop here but us. And you have a role to play. I have a role to play. If you're a teacher, you have to educate the children to love here and to be, and you have to teach them how to become successful in our country, how to have confidence in themselves, to see themselves as not inferior to any other person, and educate, find some level of financial information. They have to understand our structures, not look up to government for help, or not look up to politicians for help, but look to themselves and come together and do something. That is what you have to teach your children. If you're a doctor, people come to your office, give them that hope. If you're a politician, that is what we expect you to do, not just win election. When your whole agenda is to just continue to win election, and when you win the election, it's only for yourself. It's not for the people. In that case, you have failed. And so ours is an entirely different route. So don't compare. Don't say that in America you have credit card. In Ghana, me, I don't have credit card. I don't have it. If you have any card, it's debit. The money on it. If you don't have it, you can't spend it. If I'm looking for a job, I don't know. If I want to build a house, I have to work and get the money to build that house. If I want to buy a car, I have to work and get money to buy that car. There's no credit. But that those countries, the car you're using is credit. That house you are paying is more. That's the system that they have created so that you can work to feed that system. They have not designed it so that you, the consumer, especially the consumer debt, cannot create wealth. The one that you're using to buy a fridge and car, you can't create wealth with that. And people don't even understand that kind of play. So you're very happy with one house that you have built with mortgage. You cannot become wealthy with that kind of thinking. And so here is a bit different. Here, once you have the money, you have it. It's not debt, it's cash. So I would say that if you want to become hugely successful in whatever you're doing in Ghana, focus on business and be very truthful. Be patient, be truthful, and reduce the religiosity. If something happens, it's not the devil. If something happens, nobody's trying to kill you. Much of it is the level of information that you're operating with. That's all. If you up the information, you can solve a lot of the problems, and that is how you become, you see success here. When they are using stock market and IPOs and those, all these taxes, debt to, technology to create that, we don't have that. Even if you watch our media, they are trying to, entertain all of us into poverty. Look at all these young girls who have bleach and with all this blonde hair, spewing a lot of shallowness to all of us. You go to social media, there's a lot of shallowness. There's no depth. There's no depth. People who have to organize and go forward. You're entertaining us, and the battle is about entertainment. It's not about industry. It's not about creativity. It's not about innovation. It's not about wealth creation. It's not about development. It's not about attacking our education system so that we can bring out people who can think for themselves. No, it's about music and entertainment. Look at the other time that they were, the coronation of King Charles. Look, the Africans were invited to what? To entertain. That's how the world has put us. When it comes to music and sports, that's where they want. When it comes to thinking and creativity, no. When it comes to ideas and knowledge generation, they don't think that we can think like that, and we have actually accepted that. So when you watch our media, what ideas are we generating? Political discussion, MPP, NDC, that's all. There's no depth as to the knowledge that can develop the people and extract their ingenuity. No, it's always about when Kufuor said this and Jomama said this, that's all. Kwame Nkrumah said this. That's what we are doing. When the others are building, they are creating. We are here. We are, the others are also praying. And so there's a lot that we need to really put out there so that people can wake up. And that is why in the absence of this kind of knowledge, that's why the youth think that they cannot be successful here unless they travel. But the moment you come in contact with such kind of information, you will start to believe that you can be successful wherever you are. And the moment you believe that you cannot be successful wherever you are, it means that you don't have the right content. Especially if you're in Ghana and you think that you cannot be successful in Ghana, and Ghana is so difficult, you don't have the content. You're watching too much movie. You're watching too much entertainment. You're listening to too much songs. You listen to these songs and after that, you don't get anything. You just shake your body, that's it. And yet you're poor. If you're poor, don't listen to music, to dance. If you're poor, you go and play the game that will make you rich. A poor man does not have to, you don't have time. If you're broke as a young man, don't spend your time listening to music and dance. Go and work, because that is where the solution is. Because your problem is you're poor. Even your Kogari you can't buy. And yet you get small money, you're going to listen to Black Sherif. You will suffer for long because you're waiting. You are just hoping that one day things will change and you become successful. Things don't happen like that. Things don't happen. You become successful, you have to create the success yourself. You want to become successful, you have to create the success yourself. And success starts with the right kind of self-education that will make you successful. The right kind of content that will make you successful. And so if you have small money and you're playing lotto with it, it means you're off. If you have small money and you're playing music with it, or the young men want to have one hit music, when others are mining our gold, we want to produce music. When others are mining our gold, we want to play football. No, there are priorities. Somebody will argue that, but football is creating wealth. Which wealth? Our economy has sunk, and we have a lot of people playing football because that is not what sustains the economy. Those who are creating the product that we need so that we don't go and bring them from China. Those are the things that will make our economy successful. It's not football. It's not entertainment. It's not movie. The movie that when sometimes you watch our movies, so how do they write this kind of movie? Don't they see all our problems? Don't they see our problems? You create a movie, people watch there, they are just smart, and they go home. They don't get any intelligence. They don't get any knowledge. They don't get anything to better themselves. So they watch, they smart, they sleep. That's all. And the Chinese are not doing that. They are fighting. One thing I saw in China, when you go there, even when the guy is watching a movie and laughing, he's still selling to people. He's still in the factory. And we have time to go out, stand somewhere and watch Manchester United and stick. No, there's a lot that we need to change. Because if you're late, you don't play games. But people are late and they are playing games, hoping that destiny from somewhere, destiny helper will come. God from supernatural will change their life because that's what they told you. And you have been waiting for that for 10 years, 20 years. Your life has not changed supernaturally. Because your life will not change supernaturally. You are responsible. Your decisions, your choices are the ones making you. It's not that, it's not magic. It's not somewhere out of nowhere. Then something will just happen and your life will change. That's not true. That's wrong teaching that somebody has given you. Your life will change because you start to develop the right content. And on that right content, it will start to change the pattern that you're taking. And that is how you become great. At the personal level, and even at the country level. And at the country level, we are joking. We are joking. We have a lot of youth. What do they spend their time on? Very unnecessary things. We are competing. And our youth, when others are sitting down and designing products, and looking at how to bring those products out. Ours are following football, Mambet. Others are praying. Some are following politicians. You see, when the world is going right, we are trying to go left. And few of us who are even doing agriculture and trading, they are trying to frustrate us to stop. You know, so we need, and much of it is ignorance. Much of it is lack of knowledge. Much of it is lack of priority setting. We are not setting our priorities as they should be. If you look at how we are educating our children, they come out of the school from primary to JSS. They only speak English, especially those who went to Montessori. They only speak English. That's all. Where is creative thinking? Where is critical thinking? Where is African pride? Can they even speak our language? Do they want to live here or they want to go to school in America? What kind of content have we put in our people to have hope? Because there's nowhere that you, let's say the future is Africa. That's why we don't, if you don't believe it, the future is here. That's why all of them are trying, you know, look at how China is aggressively coming. Look at America. Look at all these guys constantly coming. And you are here, you say, no, there's nothing here. I want to get out because the content is the problem. And you can control a people's mind by what you teach them in school, what you feed them on the media, you know, what you teach them in the churches and mosques can easily generate a people who very much don't believe in what they have and don't think that they are the ones responsible for the future that they are waiting for, you know, for the future that they are waiting for. And so we are the ones to change this. And that's why we spend our time, even though when we are tired, we still spend our time to share, you know, and the results are remarkable. What we share, you move somewhere and somebody will just share some story with you. So, wow. And so we are the ones to do that. And we don't have time for debate. We don't have time for disagreement. And no. Let's say we are late. And when you are late, you don't debate. You come together and work. Africans don't have to spend time to debate. Africans have to agree that we have to work for our development, for our progress. How can we debate on the future that we want to create for Africa? What are you debating about? We are the ones to make sure that our continent develops and that the youth will have confidence here. But somebody somewhere telling them that get out of Ghana, get a visa, move. There's nothing there. Don't waste your time. They're confusing them. Somebody will just send you a message. I have 10,000. I don't know what to do with it. I have 40,000. I don't know what to do. I have 20,000. How can you have 40,000 and you don't know what to do with it? What have you been feeding yourself with? What are you smoking? What are you watching? That you can have 40,000 and you don't know how to invest that. You know, so we have challenge. We have challenge. And I'm saying that it's far better. If you're youth, think here. You can travel, but your future is here. Your future is not abroad. It's a lie. They have painted a United Kingdom that you think that is welcoming Ghanaians. Get there, you will see. A lot of Ghanaians have been there for 30 years. Go and look at their lifestyle. You'll be sad. Go to America and see. Go to Canada. They are lying to you. Most of them are just employees in some, and they are getting $5,000, $2,000. That is no money. In a country that people have billions, you don't have 2,000 and say that you have money. You don't have money. You know, so you're right, Mr. Obey. Making millions is not keeping 2-3 jobs. Yeah, no, it's not at all. Making millions is systemic, it's structured. They told the slaves that making millions is work. Making millions, those who are at the top of the game, is creativity, it's thinking. It's higher form of intellectual mechanisms. It's not you. It's I'm a doctor. You have the work for 12 hours for salary. No. That one is good. I mean, you're saving lives. It's good, but don't tell us about wealth. That is a whole different thing. If you go to your village and you start a 100-acre cassava farm, you'll be far more richer than you working for salary. That's right. If you start a maize farm and you do it well, and you start to build warehouses for that, you just have to take one step. You open a shop, pharmacy shop in your area, and see. Start to produce something and see what the wealth that you can create, you know? Produce something, take something to the market. That is how you create wealth. If somebody told you that once you get, you finish school, it's like you're going to school. If you're going to school so that you get a job and get salary, you just be like any normal citizen. But if your vision is to have financial freedom, that is not the part. It does not mean that getting job is, it's okay, get a job, but then you should know what you're getting. If you take paracetamol, you know what it's going to do to you. If you take quinine, you know. If you take poison, you know that this is poison. If you take water, you should know what water is going to do to you. So you can't take something and say that, no, you should know what you're getting to. So when you go to school, say, oh, take this job, take this course. Once you finish this course, you get a job. It's okay, but you will never have financial freedom. And the content to create financial freedom is not in school. You know, the content to create financial freedom is not in school. And when you come out with the content on TV, it's useless. And so people are very confused. He's in school, he's being confused. He comes out, he watches TV, he's confused. You're listening to politicians, they're confusing us. You're listening to preachers, they're confusing us. You're saying that we should go to heaven. So once we are going to heaven, where? You know, so we have a lot to learn. You know, when the others are trying to take dominion here, the Africans are trying to go to heaven. And somebody taught us that kind of gospel. Somebody taught us that kind of gospel. So my name is Obed Darko. We are comparing systems, and I'm saying that that system outside, you know, especially the West, is built on debt. You know, and you have to work to get your house, you know, they give you loan and those. We don't have those here. And so when you're a young person and you start, it's difficult. It's frustrating. We understand that, but it's difficult everywhere. But with patience and with different kind of education, you can become hugely successful. And if you don't travel, it's not a disadvantage. If you don't get visa, that's not mean you will not become successful. And if you get visa, it's not advantage. No, I have uncles and people from my family who have lived somewhere for all these years. I don't say that they are advantage. No, they are not advantage. They just chose to live somewhere. And if you choose to live somewhere, it's okay. But in terms of financial success, family, health, it's not an advantage. Depends on what you know and what you're implementing. And this fast, people must understand them. People must understand them. And if you really want somewhere that you live and live and be that much happy every day and be fulfilled, it's not abroad. It's actually Ghana, where you get up every day and you're not confused. But you have to solve the primary problems. The primary problems will be maybe you don't have a job, you don't have income, those kind of things. Once you're able to solve those, you know, once you're able to solve those, you should be very happy that you're building something. Sometimes some people can build something here, and because of the global white agenda that has poisoned a lot of Africans, they're still not happy with what they have. Somebody can build a business here and still sell, you know, sell the business, sell a house and get visa and move out of Ghana and go and spend another 10 years trying to get money to come and build the same house that he built. Because the problem is the mind has been reconfigured. The mind has been set to see themselves as nothing. So no matter the achievement that they are able to achieve here, it's still so difficult for them to accept that without them. It's like our government. They can't accept that without IMF, they can't solve their own problem. It's so fascinating. They can't believe that without British people, they cannot organize their own elections. Without USAID, they can't do anything. You know, so they are always looking for somebody to give them grant. Without Japan people, without Germany. So if you see your leaders relying on this, then subconsciously you believe that you are nothing. You believe that you can't achieve anything. And I mean, I don't begrudge us, but that's the fact. You know, where everybody is trying to help you. Meanwhile, you are the ones to help them. But you know, even if they have 10 billion, somebody will bring them 100 cities and they will still take. That fascinates me. You know, where is the pride for the Africans? You know, so they are waiting for somebody to help them. Meanwhile, they are the help. They are the same help that they've been looking for. And so stretch the mind of somebody waiting for help. Somebody, if you don't go to heaven, if you don't go to US, then you will not become anything. Put that off. You don't need to travel. Have you worried that you have not traveled to Vietnam? Or you have not traveled to, Afghanistan? You don't have problems. So why should you worry that you don't have American visa? Should that be a problem? It shouldn't be. Why should you worry that you don't have a visa to Canada or Australia or New Zealand or England? I don't have visa to travel to Nicaragua. Am I worried? No. So why should I worry? Because I don't have visa to travel to some of these countries. It's part of the colonial agenda. So those institutions that colonize us, they made us to believe that without them we are not okay. We are not complete. So everything that we do, we're still waiting for them to give us okay. I remember when they were in somewhere, they would say that, oh, the United Kingdom has okay Ghana's budget. If you live in a country that somebody else would have to okay your budget, subconsciously they have defeated you. So it's a psychological warfare. You know, so even if you're winning, you still don't feel like you're winning. It's a tough battle. And you as an African must educate yourself like that. So it's not traveling. No, it's not. You must win the war in your mind first. It's a psychological warfare. And once you enter school in Ghana, they start to defeat you. So you've been defeated. With all the content that they have given to you, they have actually defeated you. So you will not stand for yourself. That's why the people with degrees, they don't stand for us. You watch it. How many degree holders stand for Ghana? Once they get there, they sign a contract, they give it to the foreigner because they've been psychologically weakened. You know, and they start to go to the mosque, the same thing. They are weakened. They will fight for Saudi Arabia, not Ghana. They start to go to church, they will fight for Israel and America, not Ghana. Because those institutions were designed to weaken us psychologically so that we don't stand for ourselves. You know, so everything that you have, you're not enough. You have to look up to the white man who is God. So wherever the white man is, that is where you want to be, because that is heaven. Like Jonas will say, is he living in America? Is heaven. And you see young people following that and will fight for him. It's because you are not equipped mentally. The moment you raise your intelligence, you will start to ask pertinent questions. You know, you start to, because you must have confidence in your country. And don't forget, the country is not for politicians. It's not for chiefs. The country is for all of us. And we are the ones to build it. And so you are waiting for a leader. He's not showing up. Be that leader. If you're a young man, there's nothing that prevents you from getting into politics and say that I want to change something in my community. Become an assemblyman, become an MP. Join the political party. If you're not happy with the way they run church, start a church and teach people how they should do it. You know, if you're not happy with the way our people are running businesses, start to teach them. Write books, change people's mind, because you are the ones to develop our country. It's nobody's. You know, we are the ones to change our country. It's not others. We are the ones. We are the ones to do that. You know, so take that mantle, and no matter the frustration, stay with it. Push. You don't like the content on TV, create a content, go and put it there. You don't like the content on social media, do something. Change something. We are the ones. We have to create a balance. You know. So my name is Obedako. I want to put the link here so that if you want to join, you can join and share. Today I will not stay for that long. So we are sharing. So if you don't have visa, don't be sad. It's not an advantage to get visa, and it's not disadvantage if you don't have visa. If they have refused you 1,000 times, you still have a way to create your life. You know, you still have a way to become successful. You are not disadvantaged. So stop going through the desert to go to Libya to get to Italy. There are a lot of people in Italy who are very confused. They don't even know what to do with their lives. You know, they don't know. What you need is the right content, right financial education, the right skill set to create your life. That's what you're lacking. It's not because who told you today. Do you know how much some people have made from the market? Yeah, the things that they have sold today. You have no idea. You as here that Ghana is difficult. Some people today, they made 1 million, 10,000, 20,000. The difference is what they know and practice, and what you don't know. You know, what you know is a problem. It's not because here is so difficult. What you don't know is what is killing you. And because of pride, you think that you know everything. And that's the challenge that we have. You know, the one who has no resource thinks that he knows something. He has no resource, but he thinks that he knows something that those with resource don't know. Amazing. So my name is Obedako. You can join us. Today we are talking about, you meet a lot of young boys and all that they think about is get out of Ghana. Get out of Ghana. And those who are even trying to do something here, they are always telling you, what are you doing in Ghana? Ghana is so difficult. Ghana is so hard. If your friends talk like that, don't talk to them. If your friend, don't engage them that much, because then they don't have any great vision beyond what they will eat. If you think that it's your duty to develop Ghana, you can't talk like that. If you think that you have some great assignment to change in a country, you will not talk like that. If Nkrumah knew, you know, because he believed that he was the one to get us independence, he didn't run away. He came to fight. You know, so you are always debating in favor of those who want to travel. You have to go, you have to get out. It's amazing. And they will insult you, they will say all kind of things. You're disadvantaged, you may not know. You're crippled, you may not know. And traveling to buy a house and a car is no achievement at all. It's not part of it. It doesn't matter if you don't build a house. What matters is changing lives. So which lives are you changing? And there's no way you change lives without your life being changed. It's almost impossible. Once you start to change life, a lot of lives will change. And your life, you will change. If you put a higher sense of purpose in front of you, there's no way that you'll be later. It never happens. It's not part. You serve as many lives as you save as many lives, enlighten as many lives, serve as many lives, and your life will change. And that is where greatness is established. There's nobody who is great who is not saving lives or serving lives or changing lives. What product are you bringing? What product are you bringing? Those are the things that we need. So we need different kind of people to think, not those who are looking for visa. If you're looking for visa, don't join this class. Hello, yes, Ofa, Akwaba. Fifi, with Makasa.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ben.
Yep.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Remyasi. I'm saying, yeah. You buy we check a crack. Facebook, I check a crack.
I'm fine.
And also topic I have no a was compare Africa to Europe. Different crack. And it's a mono most start to check. Also a program on phone or magic. Hano Ghana Hano, a visa visa or call Europe, Moko and my Omoko and Tissa. Almost here for Hopa, here for Papa, here quite yes, home. Now, the way I see a dear no, yeah, a more condemn here, I say. I had to say, Papa Jow, a Japadia. Na a Japadiano who are winning me a year. Na obi fi echiri ba on ehun say I do wait party asomo pa o wo ho na kom dew hu ni ade we obi pa na wo say ade we de and second obotima de one day no be sisa bibia na ode adwin different oda about two teams ade we de an you o ball and we de kotugu na so pasa utugu dia and kotugu ahasi wa achiro bebi a o say ukotugu sina be ya wo dan ho a abafoko
and say broni zarote en tronco awon kana
sana waya no sana waya no enti no no unim ho hwe unim nimdie no ka fine na wo hwe wo na no so afa pa no dokọ enti se hwe ya Bible na ya kra asofo no omudi preach na Bible no say lack of knowledge my people perish.
That's right.
Onam nimdia me man into no maila na knowledge no so ayewe
which means that anybody who is perishing lacks knowledge. That's what it means.
So when
you're perishing, you lack
perishing.
Yeah,
it's like
the truth can set you free. So if you're not free, you have the truth.
Yes.
Just straight. Knowledge will bring freedom. Truth will bring. If you don't have the knowledge of the truth, then you are in bondage. So
it's
you
true.
live in Ghana and say that there's nothing here. Because you don't have the knowledge. Anyway, that's it. Wrap it up.
Knowledge. And the American say information and what they man or good information, but the Hano among interest information we now say so so fast information way. Now yeah, me share YouTube, me share the way I was with channel. Gonna need be anywhere watch bisa.
Hey.
Nyake na you joke.
Comedy. Current affairs.
Beef. Patrick Binitros Bibiasa also church and Nigeria guy bi so I'm say Sandra come kaya some if you conference bi
Yeah.
I was sama no so that tie no pa
Okay.
nti me hu say information a wode man na yes so yiti na etu ho anamo a eboboa because
Okay.
last me kind book bi na also try say we are see obi a no wa ye wo no a na odi ska ba wi ase obi a first can ba wi ase na ye enya din sa usi wo pise ubaye a ubetimi aye nhwe wechi
All right.
woni mu ko na wo hwe nti
that's it.
that's it
And then you want to tell two bars
Aye.
now. Richard, wait, Makasa.
Yeah, good evening to everybody. So my first time me join in and so Mr. Dakon. So my follower, so we have even contact on WhatsApp.
Okay.
We by Ghana December no I trust and come by visit to but nyata mwamba.
Okay.
First of all, no yamisha wo jumedi a wudi ewo.
Yes, sir.
Sa so I mean what they treasure the youth of today no. Senia omon fixe or margin no only to abruchere nkwa. Of late no me start share YouTube ama mi hunu you can be beside papa be any crew na no it's only here in Europe and at the papa but when you watch YouTube now you could see say there are people from white people from Europe from America. These Arab people, they are all coming to Ghana. When you sit in the plane now, you could see how many white people in the plane coming to Ghana. The question is, what are they coming to do? Are they coming for holy vacation? Or they heard something about Ghana, I just want to go to Ghana and visit. No. They are coming for business.
That's right.
I have a shop in Ghana at Accra, Pokuase, and most of our suppliers, the rice, whenever that you go there, they are white people.
Oh.
The Chinese, the Lebanese, we have a different kind of people in Ghana doing business. So I asked myself, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with we the Africans? We the I'm a Ghanaian. What is wrong? I've been living here in Europe, in Germany since 2000. I was a kid, a teenager when I came to Germany. My first time I came to Ghana was 2022.
Hey, and I watch it.
Me chepa because now my mindset ni na ye abrochire nkwa God me most of my lifestyle no me live in Germany ha. So now me busam say dear na me ba be Ghana. Until now I don't even bother say me back. But when me nya akukudu say no I have to go and visit and fair me planning say me ba be 3 weeks. 3 weeks in the so 1 week be so. Another 1 week 70 ought me spend 5 weeks out Ghana.
Wow.
And now me playing my me back, I was crying.
See?
Now me soon me must say. And then I make Europe.
Wow.
Because I saw a lot of opportunities in Ghana.
Yep.
Maybe it's because my mindset, I've learned a lot here, and I know what to use 1 CD or €1 and turn it to be maybe €2 or €5. Me next time me buy December last year. Me spending almost 3 months of Ghana.
Wow.
And you know, Ibusa me who say, why should yes sika ni o mind mo, but obi to me enya 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, some even cry or moji 10,000 euros for just a connection. A journey that you are going, first of all, connection man, no, you don't know say a best subsidy and I say and subsidy mao. Second, the wajib visa and the amount at the airport, you don't know what is going to happen. Ebi mutimi ba be drew ebi a Schiphol or Amsterdam. Ebi mutimi ba Istanbul. Ebi mutimi drew UK anywhere. Itimi sa abo omo back. So omo nsa anko because yeah, detective be say something's not right with their visa. You see kana shiego. Ebi mutimi ba be drew the destination wherever that you want to go no. Obedra. And I'm saying only any experience beyond Ninyama be basa sikana shiego. So they come in say identity with let's say the minimum here 5,000 euros. Would the bar see this year? How many a year? Assume say we cry 1:10 kranoa. You have 50,000 Ghana cedis.
50,000.
So a dear pan. Tina tell me we don't plan. Obi be course ko be no ho akọ university owi anu oto owe or twen se aba na me bi adwuma ma ne ntene ba here na e wo no aba mi adwuma aba adwuma obi a e bi a police soldier ne that kind of it's only about let's say 5% and na ya aba adwuma the rest ni nyina ye individuals na bi adwuma aha me wo me ankasa mu adwuma ma bi I have about 10 Ghanaian workers my form juma.
Wow.
It's not about the minya much in it, but I'm just proud to say I claim to be a juma ama will be a B.
That's right.
Hey, Ghana me be a shop. I have 3 workers or more juma.
Wow.
Oh, and you know, the education should be more.
Yes, sir.
You teach them. I mean, Obibeko, KNUST, Kumasi University, Science and Technology, we need idea bia say meet me a criteria BB. Obibe we SHS, we need idea bia say school na makon I can create something to do for myself or to help people. I don't want to talk to me and more person kasa. Today, what I will say to you, they are all here and keep on. Now, I want to say people will come in, they will back you, they will support you, they will also, try someone also able remona yet teach and crawford. Send me we invest here. I'm not waiting, say, I buy a human and because what me invest you should be able to say me and Kasame ideas and make him their creative BB.
That's right.
But tell me, Etewa, near ya boka high schools in Tria, most in Tria. Bagana no, Ubetia sa copin so baby, or parents be boka. Ubia, we need knowledge, be said, medical could be a juma. Meanwhile, there are a lot of opportunities.
That's right. Over, that's it.
That's it.
That's it for Javishrao.
Amen.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Aha. Uncle.
And about you?
Yes, Uncle. But that's yes, our program way now. Yani ayewa outside ye tier one summer yet me a mechanic saying ye nibet me aje say a Ghana so amount for omo dream echo enimsa. It is encouraging to see say people are thinking forward, people are looking at what are the problems, how to address them, how to share knowledge. Okay. I'm saying yeah, before no is one of those things is yempese yebe share knowledge. Not sharing those who have been able to be successful. They are not many. If you go to Ghana, I say just a few months back, and I me call just for holidays.
Okay.
It say there are rich people and there are very, very, very poor people.
Okay.
Now, me some who say I didn't think that there's such a big discrepancy. How come they cannot share that knowledge? And I say to find a way to get everybody to some level. And yes, yeah, everybody has to be rich, but you can see their auto and see what client channel. I didn't think that Buano, so that they become a cooperative and Abibisa, they make their own Insu factory. So I'm just sharing ideas, but I cannot tell them, I cannot say I have the solution to all the problems, but I see it's good to share knowledge. Now,
that's right.
I'm talking from a comfortable position. Me outside in tea. I always just want to share just the same message. I talk to my previous self, me who was staying in Ghana, or my brothers and sisters who are in Ghana at the moment. It boils down to three things. Number one is your mindset.
Mindset.
Yes, we've all been educated. We've all gone to school. They have put many things in our head. But one thing they didn't teach us is how to think.
Okay.
Basic philosophy. How to distinguish right from wrong. How to identify positive thoughts or thoughts which are going to help you and thoughts which are not going to help you. How to assess them. You just sit down sometime and then you look at yourself. My bra boy, the way I see kono. If I change this, if I change that, maybe it will benefit me.
That's right.
Yes. Just a few things like that. Wow. Second one is the one you were also talking about with, I think, Mami Grace on Revelations program, which boils down to consciousness. Before I said, I meba aburichi, na me wagana, na me tobuasi. Na ehwa na me wono, na me say my brabo no, na me timu say. It was not going anywhere. My secondary school, no, my cultural exams, no, I should have me nyasa scholarship. Most of my classmates, they were going to university without me. Now it drew maybe, let's say as a Christian, but then only religion I will follow. You just have to make sure, say, you take it serious to the extent, say, you just desire. That's the main point. You desire to grow. You desire to change. You desire to connect with something higher than yourself. Some source of help. That desire no, it attracts solutions.
All right.
So it's not about you praying and looking for an answer or that. No. It's about desire. Just make sure, say, you want to help. You want to progress. You know that you are limited in your capabilities, but let some help come. That help came, it changed some things in my life. I moved outside, but me go outside also. I just saw say it's still the mindset. You come here, if you don't change your mindset, you just your problems no. Ube facing it times 10. Oye kwajunia ube facing times 10.
That.
When you're smart, you become poor times 10.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe more than 10, 15 years, you will not even get the opportunity to buy a ticket out of the coffee.
Because the mindset is a problem.
It's a problem. Yes. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes. Apart from that, just the last one, let's say, believe. It helps me a lot whilst I'm here. Apart from working on my mindset, apart from working on consciousness, is belief. A certain belief in yourself. Due to, like I said, due to slavery and now due to colonization, let me say that belief in ourselves has been gone.
Yeah, but they attack it.
Yes. So, you have to believe in yourself. I don't allow anybody, but I don't allow anybody to look down upon me. Just say, yeah, my skin color and we are all equal.
That's
even apart from that, me who say I'm even more, I have more capacity, I have more capability. I believe in myself, and I encourage everybody to start believing in yourself. You are not just just accident and BBC, just Africa poor, or doesn't matter. You are full of potential.
That's right.
And the meaning of potential means you have the ability or the capacity to become more than you are right now. Not to get money, not to do all those things. It's just to become more of,
That's right.
Idea your friend of destiny. Who you were supposed to become.
That's right.
That potential is in you, just as the potential of a tree is in a seed. It's in you. So you just believe in yourself. Whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Africa, if you apply these 3 things, work on your mindset, approach your consciousness, and believe in yourself.
Absolutely. Amazing.
That's all.
Fantastic. That's it. That's right. So you heard it. You have to have the right mindset. You have to have consciousness. Consciousness is everything. You cannot teach a man who's asleep anything. And consciousness wakes you up. You become present in your uniqueness as an African, and that you're not inferior to anybody. And where you come from is not cursed. You are not stupid because you're an African. That is consciousness. The white man came to attack that consciousness. That's why I would say also Maria when you also yami. Now will be a cocoa kufri and on nipa. Okay, Japan almost so talk Toyota anyhow. So comfort that more cars is here, who has for now. There's nothing wrong. You have to have respect for those. And then you are Christian, no problem. But don't say that this one is cursed. That's why you are suffering. But then the Japanese who are bound to all this are not cursed. Somebody came to tell you that. Ken Charles, they were bound to some things there. I saw that. It's just like Catholic Church. It even shows that Britain for Angasa Romani culture be out. Men who culture be unique. Just like Roman for na sorry. One also the end why you to. Two sorry no about time we always can go ka was a pap. Obadi in the Jacenta. Ya for so ya wompe. Uban katwi kura and how or cabrofo no ni aje. Go for cabrofo say no man. Munya hui. Because you cannot be conscious without knowing where you come from. And that is the separator. It also Nana, thank you, Wachi. Thank you very much. Opata, how bit Makasa. So
Mr. Obeng, good evening.
Yes, our boss.
Yeah. I think it's my follow for some time now. Bro, yeah, me talk and I should be on my busy to be alive now. I am in shut down life.
And I offer my
If I just say
so say
the baby I'm in training life. People are
we shall record that because of the offering, but I will pass.
Oh yeah. Also maybe oh okay, Martin. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. On the necessary and very necessary.
No, I'm just playing.
In my mind, you say anytime be I'm back and I say.
No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, very proud of it. Yes, my son no be a few. Now and me very lucky. And me who say me more life I'm here free na me say me baso. Nyame shall. Na I think say the nyina yesua no, the me person me catch the nyina yesua no. I was saying so yeah teach you other people.
That's right.
Times no say say me schoolmate for more Ghana, me US, me Atlanta.
Okay.
Me nyini Ghana me were secondary school for a long time cry and sana me but me schoolmate be a group WhatsApp groups near there. Every time there many opportunity I'm a group be no the mesua now me who say my liberated no me try say me share.
That's right.
even though I am very difficult because some of the people, no,
Brunia
they'll argue with you and all stuff like that. But they be me cost so I said at least a nipa back on so cry to let me on so bit me I a funny way, no, so I try so be educate because
no great woman say ya dwen no matter anything that no mebo ha ya dwen dey ya ni je ho no ya dwen no ni fie no kura pa wo no wo ye catch pa wo kan sem papa fa de ma no ho no ko it amazes me. So be can sem papa fa wo man ho na wo ne ko wo kan bone dia na wo ne na ka bom na wo bozem. Wow.
Yeah, okay na wa say no de o make catch also na o say ke ho nya bread.
Sir.
Maybe and people madam for be ofie if you mom ha kra ne if you kasa so bebe fie pe they try to convince you they try say mom fie kra so make say oh there then e chesen be brain am so me minim problems now can I know the problems in Ghana you answer na me ba ha but I think say any problem I to me solve you nya na say they said I can you adwane fie ho no mo a
one be chichire
o man be dam pan o
sir.
So I mean, I'll definitely come home. I did be
Omaya, Mranti and Maba way, Janino, Omani future way.
I know, right? Because you're near future and you're soon near Ghana.
What was the move, Johnny?
Not just a politics in Kwan, oh, baby, I'll be a young guy. Politics, now politics, no, me who say even they don't even support the people with the intention, say they have belief. I was with your bar, obey me, change. But they support politicians because of the things. So we bar. Think about their individual gains. And I am one pa. They be make a share. Me now funny say on mining in answers will be or team mining will be a benya advantage. But who person was sana? Then that means say who person no who do now take advantage of omo
yeah, can be.
You know, they be no say you know you try say if you mad we better to your ma and I have one son. But you so bet me no I try say I'll start from home. Me cousin or I'll try and keep on saying, even though they'll try to argue with you and stuff. But actually be with me, I can say you're not trans no green no alone. No, the all can be an answer into a funny crack with time. They said you're quite sorry any idea. To me, I check here fitting collaborating Sunday school. My average maybe it doesn't even really
over. You are
yeah. And you know, and easy. They said they make previously, you know, I kind of lot of stuff. Near Japan, the science. Because we crew hand is slave, you know, you know.
It's true.
First number by fine and say, if you accommodate a betchy and by force, no. No, see, I don't tell you about my visa, but slave, you know, you don't have any life over here, you know. I say, when you say one Bible chat or life need the to be or Ghana, unless you have the information to say they be our own information. Because me from the one I'm a baha like 9 years, the many said J Kuma said that. Many had a bet a DBM against maybe a Ghana. My mom who 15 years from the one I'm a baha. But now me said then my dear party pants I'm a Ghana. May ya now be bisa. Like a year near now me who no me information and some I'm a vim because that was already in me from the one
that's it. That's true.
But at the moment that me information no who say no I some mommy vim and mommy vim no cry much say e be time and come share who say be am person me coffee no cry no match well who say no that time I say me tia me waste time.
That's it.
Into no me da wase na ye nyina ye nkoso na ye fa nye responsibility.
That's right.
Ebi anye nya na betimi aba friends and social media but the one na ye ne amafo encounter bia no some few people bia na ye try say ye beka positivity message I dey akire omo na.
That's right.
Think say enye ekon we say no e betimi ye few time na ye dey be konka. Eye a very long time. But see that I be say ideas are say we na then there be ensemble sir. I say individually we say with time no na free no nipa bebre na nya change of mind kakra na free generation to come no e with time no ye man
no benya baby ato aso
yeah Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we should know. Okay. So, who is next? Ofa Dako Kasa. Ofa Kwame.
Avani Majo?
Yes, sir. Yeah, also.
Apom.
Woko.
You say, Meton catch it. And then you say, I assume now, me could become message in an August prophecy, Inana, Igus to us.
Yes.
And you mentioned the topic out there, but very nice and interesting, especially for your diaspora and in your normal movie.
Yes.
Stabe ombinya nimdiafa yefie nsemune amanyono nso nsem. Abani emse system no mu de o say ye ha system near compared to yefie system no differences near very var emu wapa because de bia me katre me ho eni me nuan ma me ne omuhia dodo ne say African problems can never be solved by European or the West because in your culture, or culture, no cry in the first place, no. And if me no culture and your pair, won't me and solve me be mammy because the only time me know me debate me agree on basis nature say a culture one you the same culture. Me no culture you can never come to my own to me how known to me any day any no draw mommy because a kwame faso dwen no a different from a kwame faso dwen.
Yeah.
Omubi bi anywhere favor yen. Policies are internal policies are any krom ha any omote no. E favor o mankasa. Any omo nkofo. And omo external policies bia efa Africa ho bia no enkoyi ma because omo kasa tena ase ma ye from the Berlin conference ne say omo kasa omo ma ye nya sum ye nka mom ena ya yeden ya yeda because ye ka boma omo no odie na si because nowhere the living of the white no is the dependent of Africa.
Yep.
Omo be ye ya every day bia every living day bia ye hu ye ho no. Any usage product be use no is a product of Africa. It is such a vital isa no I say baby would defina obi pese obebubu ho chese one kasa oba one kasa no oba kra one kasa aggressiveness bi a odi beko no so what you say enti batemra so a me hu ni say ye ha no ndodo ni nyina no ama ye adwen say de bia ye de a share mu say oh eji se what to kwan ansa na ye eji se what to kwan ansa na wa ye eji kwan ye to kwan ansa na ye eni enso a ye wa kwantuo mu no so ye see etumi ema ye nuanom a ne ye adon fofo mu fie hu se no di we am hu no fie no enye sa na te adwen na kasa kra na ye adwen no e different because if you say di me kra no me ye ni ye a enye ye
amba
and the biggest barrier the be me catch say we ya adwen mu a ye ntumi an try say best of wa ye nam se anya independent independent freedom na nya bibia e wo ha ma wo freedom ye wankasa be you wadwen with you trim no you create the freedom from your mindset because
right.
This one that also no and no be barrier and no be oppress that also into that this ones me ha me ye djuma ye because uti Ghana me because yet Ghana ni we were surviving ye djuma didi.
Yes.
So what prevents us to say ade bia wugu so a wunya ho fa so no unye ni ye put more effort in it and if you want basically me who say adwendwen thinking and reasoning are different. Your problem is that we don't reason.
Okay.
Because reason no kwan of us who dream differently and no reason any cause to change until say we and that change comes with sweat, determination, drastic. We free tibia bi mako tibia bi mu esi etimi fire obi mu say no
and you're comfortable
maybe because kroma na kura na omo amoti ha na brofo no kura omo ankasa citizens na ankasa kura no abrabo no mo mfa na easy wa because kura udema bibia ye besia na ade abobra de ha omo ankasa kura no they are even crying more than the bereaved. Almost shooting because they don't have the only be apart from crew only baby to go. But yeah, you feel a promised land is why ya baby do hano. You be do her because of you say be who say bia you feel a comfort to you we have seen luxury, but there's no luxury here. There's no comfortability here because consciousness na kasano. Me ever since me started to coin from 2001. In my life, met different. Nowhere in the world, my self-consciousness, adada. Me ko ejinija, ayes alertness. They be as obi time, obi premier me bibi until say me do me motherland. Me started do Africa pepe. And anytime be me do airport, be a first thing me hear and say me turn flight ma me was slippers share me bag. Me see airport first thing I say me give me 9. Na me de me 9 from the see 4 months. No me who say no. My baby cram because ye na no no de na papa omo ma ye bia no na eya de papa omo try say omo pese omo be boa ye ni because ade bia me try who say ye sa na ye nko school kra na ye ni ye timi ko sesa ntontora fi bola so e de ye cast timi ye sa de no so that particular time no na school na ene ye fisi yakọ school yakọ ha ye we kra PAD ye kra we ye fisi ye ntumi mfanye bibia no na we because abre no nko school but utumi ye ka
utumi bibi
enti no kasa no naturally no nyame kasa achira wo fi bibia wo fi a wode wo ba asase so you ye bibi before na kasa no in notion ye kasa ye abode different people blessed because before to me nya adwen bi near Kambum say if at all costs, AC nyina at okubuso bi na Ghana the papa bi any one so one the papa anywhere you invest there because no say what if you Ghana say and I'm so baby at the papa anywhere who go see your order.
That's a good point.
Yes sorry Ghana there any problems na say one baby bibi papa anywhere. And I'm so what I'm back out Ghana say I me call holidays. And I'm so one who baby a honya
holiday and obechiska my
baby and Ukraine ya kuntokwa ho no obetam bag say ya kuntokwa ho nti obekọ because you be who say ukwa bia you might be killed but o man we koma yenku yenyo bibia and e call Ghana and akromfo nam say krom ha the level of criminality no more than what we have in our country.
No.
The crimes, but almost the say they don't protect media, no. The media landscape for people to know that number one till most of our stations now what they entail because I know criminal ways of living also because they have people from different walk of life number term. And the crime was crime now such and so Ghana they are from for her and Ghana they are who me no as they say. Change the comfort baby because at the papa be a one for one. But uncle, the yen say the bad idea woman say the good people are more money money was aspiring in and when the good people become silent and then the most dangerous element of society be because the good people na see to me kasa.
And almost like a
yes, the good people in so, but the good people need start to see a kasa because one good people need then it just say everything I break it. And then the most dangerous aspect into unto say you been sir and you know feel say because okay why we from history near Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Bob Marley, Culture, all these people know almost the one so you so. But omunyam who this year before mu fi so ye no so no ye de omo betra agwaso but omo ho de omo kon ne kwan e paso kon nyina ne say obema bibifo yi nyina ya san back to the promised land say da be ne be ya say back to the promised land enti sabre na de ne yesi ofi promise land no ko ede wo ko sha wo sabre chire na what me ye adwuma nya 20,000 enya 30,000 10,000 se medical twa medical ma connection man no de ma babro chire na what me nya adwuma nya 10,000 and what me nya adwuma nya billions.
That's right.
You have been able to work and make money.
Oh, say oh my yadwene de my ye ho adwuma pop. Nti I say ono no 20,000 ekuta no onim say enye hweo. Wo mu adwuma no kora waye na wanya say sika no wo nyini ho ni wo mu. Oh. Nti wanza wo mu no onim say wo dru ngrofo no kro mo de na che say ne 20,000 obenya 20 million. Onya adwuma bi akora obenya.
Oh, and two bets according ma ya danin kwa owo bi man so because adwen na kire say oh ye ni ba bia ye de ye ko oh baby efi no ohonye na baby efi na ohonye no ehọ na nye no e na ka na de okwa e na say wo ho e na kro no ho e na ka kwanye na mse ni nyina no enye Ghana fo enhwehwe o eye obronu na nkasa na wuti ni krom na oma wo ni die anije no ono ne hwehwe ne say o ma wo nkasa wo because ono wo do ba na obema nkrata wo ma passport wi a wo be hani wo be ni kro ni ntu ye ni kro ni a wa brabo nyina na wo ba be som no na be ye djuma ma na sa abre nyina no wonya one ko krom na kokko yeyi na onim South Africa kabuma the world superpower no Africa kabuma there's no country no continent be and be the greatest superpower than Africa.
That's right.
Argentina yeso mama kwan say sangofu mu nka mutim atono o kasa kire no ono so bigger investment na multi-billion companies ni nyina no ewo ono o ka kire say honye baby a wo ka kire ho say honye ho ne wo eja
ogwame e da say
nti be mama obayi omo maka so aka say
oya de pa e da say ne adikira wa kire nti e be sa kasa dan say eto nka kire
ai yeah, it's much more bit here and weekend in here me shedenya but me try to make them crack.
Yes sir. Okay. Yes sir. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Kasa. Safo.
Good evening. I just now for more.
Boko.
See the American say ya do ka. E ka de ye do bi. Uni ya do ka fafa. Ye do ka nkasa. Na ga se nya minister to akọ 5. Am kasa say e wo social media maka na for you to see ah. E ka kure we say. So be. E ka kure we say. Ana friend say ye pedi fu you ever say. Sama COVID by na be kasa o chief say na yeti. Because I have 2 win and code only 2 years. Mr. Benda Kumuni, I said, Wakumako, and I say, you know, us, now the Kasa, we actually you to show money in a command baby. Yaro, education, boy, your religion, I acquisition, boy, and they'll be tight to cook a bit of 500 Ghana a month, 300 Ghana. Oh, my man, say, or say, my me, you're of the ascending. Oh, where are they? You hear some brass I been for. Bra, ya mishrawo. Ya menka ho. Ya menyo kese. Omo ahode obi na akọ. Isi ade me say ye de woka. Na ye de woka no se no. Yes, stars never send you. You be na be dey abawa. Say correction be to a. Kan ye because at the end of the day oh. Ade a we oh. Me say ye nya Ghana ministers mu 20. Eba be kasa say. Ema utility ya. Anka kroni ho beto ye nenso ese mama tiso ese ku for the titia ne edi won chinye ne akon tokwa na mo ho ato mo na youth ne bre me so be na ko na me nka ho na onya okese no isha kakra me ka no
e da se ba ya e da se pa na me isha wow ya o ka say ko be picture be to so e na ya fo no do so ya Kasa, UK.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Darko.
Yes, sir.
Mecha. No. Mo juma crab about Johnny me take some yeah. Me I just me pese me that was sa juma pa woody.
Okay.
matie ne koso nyina enti no me bo abaso aka se koso na ye adwuma pa na o ye no
yes sir
na beboa youth na beboa because the topic no a very great topic we can be aya yentiase no we chere no ye o mu bi de na ya ka say nye iza unso berafie
and they want to make out
o kan ye Mr. Lako and to me abrebi empire me bo les on say wo ho na so experience very good and to me say e be ya akonya no wo me say akonya no wo ho anka me wo kwan na se me nya kwan bi anka obi opeso tu kwan bi ameden beko
that's right
obi opeso tu kwan bi ameden beko me bra ba ko de ka sai no ye enkwasum na na yeda so wo ba wo ka de ka say because system no say no ma bedo system no enye a system ene ye mfa ba ko say yes man o ma ye de say ni obenye bia no mbesa agefre nsem ni obenye bia no mbesa agefre nsem just say wo yisu adwen na nkasa answer watimi enya bi be kakra because system no nye system kora obetima tra me nim krofo obi atna 20 years basically ko ba koronto obi da
wow
enya ne photo unim wa we ka se bia nipa no wo mpa adwuma na se nipa no ya akwadra na bebisa enye nipa ne for a system no awo mo abedo no sa na vie enti se won't man you so adwen no
who actually no wabre
is won't man you so adwen no kakra e be very difficult bit matter ha the rest of your life no I tell you basically ta akora won't mean to be because no obenye bi obesan agefro nsem just imagine say wo ye adwuma bosom so wo 2,000 pounds na if you are with him wo 1,800 pounds wo bill some money kwame so na at the end of the month no wo deka
wow
you go do bill so can ho like you are over 2,400
pounds
and now that be a minus 200 and then I be just overdraft and I say credit card those kind of things and to move this system na go like unimu a we got so a good system like who pay bibi abetum credit card apra credit card 10 de nyina be ma 20 but there be ana wutuaka there be a can through so that and the system na dey there and no near wo ya na me nhira near tie bi am say that last me can be say me de mensa koto saman aduane bi mu eno ntina ma my kakraba efie ne de ba ye nyina ye ba beboa because ye nyina aduane free ye nyina aduane free fie be si de no ma na akoso
ya be a chichire
e be na ye and efie ne de ye nyina ba ntina me kan say nyame nhira bebre e wadwuma pa
yes sir yeah that's it fa so nya time e be kasa ye and yansa on the bachelor yeah that's it yes sir ya kasa what you know church kasa
so ben we are magician
na we
are magician ya men from bato na ho ya wonso
jack mo
me on say yes ya ade o yes ya ade me gususu sia ade wo de meto akire no kra mani agesta bia be say help papa ipe myself ma me say she with us abisha ene topic no obi a ka ho asem say ye pa na the way I wo ya adwen no ho adwuma no in fact anodin and omo ana omo gu akire guy bi the Ericus no so actually no back can say be say wo ko school abrochi na say yeah nka wo ko nya better education am say you can
better education way ba
I'm the guy akwa but enyeshi onim nti me bom pa ya man say na ni bebie na nipa na wa no akonya better education no ne better ni nyina waja ato ho and was about baby amana wedding kunim ubi yenus was saying anka who was one wote enti other na unye grateful for anumpu now who still negativity na ne san wo
open visa go Canada now me share documentary back.
Okay.
There is this Indians, Indian kwara be 18, 19, 20. Our courses so munyina kuku Canada. Here for mau be the 20,000, 30,000. And our course some ordinary universities be a Canadians no any hobby. Now almost every month be a nipa for no more. They are committing suicide. Check it, just find it. I saw it. Very short clip.
Wow.
I'm saying, yeah, Africa, the only yes, documentary in the crowd. So, we actually documentary. No, rural Indians, and I'm a course. So, 2 years car, a school, only say business. The Akrano core 18 years old school, and the parent in this car. They say, Robo, our team, if I can be a 1 hour, not quite you make a canoe, nipa be a 15 or more than Kitwim. That's what is happening there. And I'm sure Ghanaians, the same. We call Germany and Nigerians. Now, yeah, someone will be in Kama. So, the Obian for camera metoso yate. The same thing.
What?
The crown brow survival no as a crown way. The first 5-10 years, now 18 years, one university in Bebreni yao. Always the same condition, you know. It be a so
but be nyame wo ho yebeko ye o kasa no na me try say me jot points be na
okay
me di kan jot ye pa now say even if you have a better life outside who should build Ghana na sasem no ma me to mani ko machi me ye national service or hospital na me wie no omo fa me ya na me ye adwuma kakra o hoje points bi emu na me de etu pan na me wo pharmacy although me wo pharmacy no there is this thing in hospital setting I friend of triagen
okay
uhu obi a oye vulnerable obi a ne condition no suspect say wanya immediate attention a bibi betumi asi nti una ma otutu ani even omadi line kra no na wo hwehwem uhu obi a obre o se obehome anase bibi sa emergency na wa fa uyi na ordinary na
okay
wa fast track ne service na ma ne wa emergency healthcare na eyade back ayade na mani wo ho pa na me kai se men kai kra nipa be 3 na me yes ade ba kumpo de no ya akora
wow
na oba hospital ne ma me ne papa na de ne buy I don't know what happened ebetumi abase na nipa na egu prescriber no so no doso wa ana say ma me ne papa na ntumi anchechire mu yi anche doctor na ma na the severity of the condition into doctor no treating as OPD case ana omo duro so omo ko into omba beji eduru ba omo ko fie na me so mapon ti me ma park mi moto ewa ase ho no ba bi nti mi kofa moto na me ne guy bi na ekọ na o betena so ti yete so am start moto na ana me hu sa akra no koto grass mu ho na ne ma me ne papa gina ne nchen okay akra no na am se no ma me nkọ akra no na me nkọ hwe de ekoso ana me ne papa no di nkomo na me se de na esi de na ye no so ya ba mo ma hwe mama ya dro kra na doctor say enko fie ne mbra next week or say next 2 weeks ba me hwa akra na there's something wrong I say and ya ampa wo hu ampa na ojunso moja na am say what
sir
ye gina ho na akra no ojunso ni junso ni nyina ye blood
wow
na me say no you can't go home with this na me parking motor na can check guy na so enko fie meba but then call one prescriber ho akra no je 3 pints of blood that moment
wow
1 pint yeah 500 and is it 568 mils so that means oje more than 1.5 liters of blood immediately you go check in HB no akra no kofi anka on deal more than 12 hours in Kobe.
Wow.
Yes. And a lot of these things. I can't that 2 weeks and I discharging.
Just because of Kofaho.
Yes. And I did an tie. And so my dream says see an mini hono. For you. But me my family and no. How many people?
Be my friend.
How many people here? That's sure. I was outside.
So is open pounds.
See, I know me dreaming home. I am being selfish. It is a mekase me kofia. Aya me ma me kra na me kontokwa Mr. Obin. Enu na me ni gina phone so. What's it no? What's wo dia wunni hanti na wo dia wo kana head thing na say mama. 2 years ago I was in Ghana. We were still complaining.
Yes.
We didn't know. Ni any formula no. Say come hospital. Me started no more. Me car na me use to me brandy a car business, me the complimentary cars in our best and studying.
Sure.
But because na me need a mindset and say me to me anya abotren kakra build the customer base.
Yes, sir.
I had it in mind say I did we kra me yen ekwa akira me to me recruit drivers no, taxi drivers no. Omo akasa do omo cars beba. Me nya orders trips are na masoma omo no omo mako.
Yes.
But because I shall we no one and we are there no so what the visa application so akotum so distractions no doors.
Well, your visa open school.
And we are strong to say visa na there and the hands obey the writing visa no. So and sometimes well
visa no fa pen one no. On modro.
Enti we na ni ajagu ho na yaba. Ye wia na ye say complain say o man no nkoso. So but is it by magic that the country is going to develop? I asked my mom yesterday, say, ye nyina ye tu kwan. Ye mfa ne say enya no credit but ye mfa ne say ye ne yanyansafo no na ye tu kwan. Enti sabi mpanimfo mo ni ma mesere meka. Ajimifo na aka Ghana no. How do we expect them to build the nation? Is it possible? No. And now no me ne man bi kasa wa ha. Why adwuma wo bank, rural bank for almost 16 years. We are accountant. Ghana, but kwaba ha na nsen ya. Ena mi bisa no se o se Ghana e din na Ghana u mi ya na I'm so okay. But Mr. Obi watch them at you. Sister I'm about tre. Like situation I hear so tense. No, don't say my calm now. Me share. We are maybe 3 questions. Don't say nipa na calm down. Nothing. Knowledge is powerful.
That's right.
Me pay this no. Inti o program no there. Me top it in baby. I'll call me Facebook wall. Me share o program no kwa. There's nothing else.
Wow.
And I bisa no say what Ghana no. We are Juma 16 years. They now to me here. So they to me here and say me see dan. And I'm talk about. And poor be na me here na. I'm so okay. Until when be na when no do ba ha no say no offer was an bribe. I'm saying no bribe no so there no was so no so sit down Ghana. And an imagine our ha. I'm say okay. First point of correction. All counter brand and successes no say we sit down and an abusu our ha. But worry or say Annie. Oh, my so my first child crowd 21 years old investing. I'm so okay. So add then I want include do a worry and man our achievement no.
Okay.
I say hey bro, so I can say more I'm a 12 pieces. I say you see where you got it wrong. Oh bro, not say no the man at the student loan never invest you. We are they are bonded for the rest of their lives. Omu tu kwan kra be yedin because omo de ka o man no. Ba wo ba wotumi a hustle atua ni fees o invest the 3rd year o be wie na nsen ya. You don't see that as anything.
No. David.
Oja banking accountant adwuma na wo ye no. Ya o PF nko a yetua wa be nya be 140,000 cedis. That means o salary na o jinu na bi wo mu kakra.
Yeah.
So believe me, a year nimdie information bi na na wunni first ka ho nti na again say there's better opportunity here adwuma we we hai that ben also na ya din ampa impa ma hu say enye easy ba say me hu de me ya na bra educate me ma information no
what's easy
and I recommend me man no dose me ma prescribe word drama no me so me follow
right. Whoa.
So
will live very successful life or family or ma or call you my bank no they have example abranti no call off or bit matran at no you see any mammy out in the journey abranti no mammy kakra obetu atna obeka fo akire no ko o papa na nka wo se wo ho a obehwe no waja no o school ni o experience professional experience ya to baby afa na was ko develop a whole new and I'm not sure so a banker or obey normal minu ya go
all the student visa na aba na wo ye wa agent obey adwuma nti dey na obey
o people mpo a oni people so
a
look at our ho a wo bekom wo yire waja ne ha o di 10 years a na obey na ho fe kura kofo wangaza kura no so just say yeah
information no dey powerful na obi a yebe hia no bia you will make sure say anya kura no obadwan ba fie kakra.
That's right.
Chonwa dwen ba bia normal ba ko mienu miensa don sa fe na dwen aba no ho so okay we apani mu o mi ndu ni fie ba bia o se bra ni educate me o se educate
blanda wa ko so ebi wura adwuma no kra wan ko leave o ebi wa sign chese wonya visa na no sign kwa se wonya
na pa wadwane
yeah
wadwa adwuma no nya se yayi na di nya no hwe
nka ko de nka ko leave kra na ko be 2 weeks ya se 1 month bi ne ko he na o ko no ani ji ho a wajai
na ebiem me pese ma me fa we ntwa to na ni ko kasa me ni mi mate ba ko na aya no pa bia me try say de me kan bia no book bia me kan na information bia me nya oba bia no na me anso de me dwen kakra fa ho no na ma post wo me WhatsApp
yes
na nti na first scan investment ho ne sa no nti ohu ye na o send message say na wo kra wo wo dwen say dey na ye betumi aye organ ye nyina ye pese ye business o ba ni capital nti ye pese ye tukan am so okay o pese o tukan ko pe capital en me kan tell me say successful person be organ and be tukan so nya capital me person me tie sa ma cheche m dada and also okay so obisa me personal question me kuta 5,000 organ asisia e dey na me to me dey na me Nam say he should look around him. No man crofo here no say. I say no obisa me. Enye say me advice me. Obisa me. Nam say okay. Sisi an ye wo May, right? May abe ebupa abe e common.
Okay.
Inti ango palm oil ne bo be ba form.
Okay.
Inti 5,000 cedis. Met me at palm oil na me dey see November. Abeno beko into November, December, me meton anya times 2 the amount.
Okay.
But now so a dear Juma phone no. Now I'm saying you see the problem is not money, the problem is your mind.
Okay.
Ehona so okay, o me po Juma e be kasa no an frɛ me bi mo kasa me.
O te kro mo ya na so o te abrochire.
What Ghana?
No so got the 5,000 be
University new, because we invest or yeah, Juma ye piano 1,500 a month, and I will complain sir.
More problems no more man go be no. Enra, your co-program na guy ba kushia me ho. O say me send you message say me 40,000 na me hu ne me fanye, but one man reply say be sir. Na me catch so nkoto books ni binkan.
Okay.
He was offended. Na no de ne phone chire me video. Omakoto asase 20 acres one na namfo mu dua abro.
Good.
So o say o kan book no ye no friend adafo ba ko. Ono se na ni je ho so pese o mu ye bibie. No de chire me was way. So ma plant so me plant. I'm say ideas na o na ideas no person wan na ma idea.
Me refi ya kra mata me tan so de A book no link Amazon. Estende so on cotton on kind.
Yeah.
Perspective. And I'm say Amazon crown for no better no dollars. Ne boarding to on the Umbra MV shop or Accra. Biato. You see? So the problem is the information, the mind.
Oh yeah, information. Who's will be previous one. And they all come basically boys, but surprisingly, how many of them are looking for knowledge?
You see? Adding.
Yeah, don't even university for me, bro. How who's could a book on a textbook?
Yeah, exam.
And I said devotional. It's a book no kind of bumpire. Sir. Book of all kind, the abobra. Mumpe. Hono muji and I'm for back was a book will be a bit not ready, maybe in cocaine. So now chemistry or school, no. And you've been a now.
Yeah.
And to Omono Yeni are non especially, you know, they don't add to the body of knowledge. And the moment they get that higher education, that first degree, in almost every field, they settle. They don't challenge their thoughts, they don't question anything.
You see, and to that me can't share me say. Also, can't share me say me ko ton why adwuma fun because me hu be fi. But Ghana economy no, e fi adwuma na be ma wadi ye.
That's right.
And na school for no so ye wie school a ya dwen nyina fi e form ho adwuma no so. Enti na ye nenam ho na ye nya hwe nya.
Mumpe.
Ya ye niska no. Kate no. Se mi ti ye niska no so de
you school ni ongo for mutunyum pa. Said I'm keyboard.
Yeah.
Very good voice. Omu wie kwa no wie obi antwa bon bia. Kumase ma ya wonso mo na atwanyum.
Omu ni se potential bi kura ho.
Omu trouble for nyum Ghana ha. Wa oboze makofa hwan bro for nyum akese complex keyboard. Miwa Ovia Unia Bombia. Bakubi bones and our Bia Famino to Bakubi no more and office out. Now, these other people don't understand anything about music.
Yeah.
But they produce music and they are the ones winning awards. Because school no qua, what you say, so produce will be I don't know, baby, out there. Jack, and
yeah, maybe chat one. There was this teacher and so my teacher ni be a mininya banter. Or your teacher ni sign your software pastor. Now on his Facebook wall, and obe post to video. I'm saying a copy from UTV. A Facebook way. Now akorabi broni akorabi ebisa and so person or then or say I want to be a physician. And a teacher ni ba kon so record o Ghana ni obisa so person onyi no ye de o sim person menu amutu. And omo ye comparison. Na teacher ni no ye pastor no. Or no the video na beto no Facebook no what say now the lines are clear. The reason why the whites are producing machines, big machines, cars, and what, and we are here. All we can do is to grow maize, produce cocoa and all the raw materials, and not even be able to process everything. This is the reason. No, they are too. And I'm in the comment section. And I'm say teacher ni. Me call kind of profile, but be a cool school. And if we are some university crack at home.
Okay.
And I'm say teacher near your training. I expect you to know better. But idea we are why it's below the belt. Akrano, you are supposed to be the one ube tinu so vision be krana or the way who idea be krana ube chen is okay. Idea na ohune but on when he saying so hard ye. And I was correcting us with tia. But and ya wona wode ne de no obesere no. Now even what is wrong with akwara or say obeye mutuo dachi.
That's right.
KFC there no more or to kitchen. They can say chicken.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. McDonald's there no more hamburger. A mutuo ni hamburger. They hin na papa. They disi wa they hin na obey.
That's right.
So what is wrong? Sakura na say obey or you know obey chef and obey cook. Papa here is there making millions of money. Yeah, it is. Go be no lifetime. Be that.
Yes.
So what is wrong? It is your responsibility.
Oh no, example no, here example no. They had to extract the negative, isn't it?
You see? And I mean, the goodness of Jose Massa, I am so much, very much disappointed in you. Pull this video down. See, I mean, what I mean, your messages, baby, I want me inbox. Oh, Mr. Obi, bad way, they did my turn and say, hey, what now? Yes, off no.
What did you do at us one day? So what attack him?
I then I make an animal public now. My man ban a private with mail. Now, I'm saying that video, you posted the video in public and you expect me to reply you in private? No, I won't do that.
Wow.
My teacher screenshot of me in the chat Nina, but the best end of grand one.
But you're good. Say you took me on.
Information no aba yasum. Ne yenso you be making sure say damage is not my person. You who be there yenso you be attack because you would mean and time member from sir. Yan fan said you walk on Mr. Obi. Yan fan said you walk on yan no kore. Yan fan say enya no kore. Na me say media me say enya no kore kora na say no ntro a ebe pejame ntro ebe mama gye me ho adi ntro ebe mama hu me ho say metumi aye bibi ene no kora ebe ebobo mo fam no kora ebe kume no kora ema me nye yie no kora ebe hye mase ema me nya daache me wure ebe fi me past dia he na me mfa ene me fa ntro na ebe pejame no mum yes because broni oti krom ha ya ono obo kowinsen ya ono da bonten kura no ada no me ko rescue ba akon kura no ono sa akwa no kura hunu ho se oye papa chen me
are nanse ya Egypt for Arab for mo se on Cleopatra o se hwan no wo hu se ma mo ka ho
you see
obi se wo etuntum mo se debi enye no kura da ba so mo ka se bodam ni bi etuntum an ko mo ho o de court kura yes Netflix movie bi woman try home and I'm say, hey, say the pattern the papa be answer you.
Ya didn't throw na go mutrim. Throw na page omo like omo hono omo page omo hu ni nyina ye throw na omo de ayesa. Propaganda. So at then what say me so me come ho chef from no. And me negative comments no. But the more our dreams are aspect ni nyina no na ebie wa dwen ma who problems are you are looking at solutions not the problem.
That's right.
And I am loving it. But be a mark no see a comedy no me hu ya na ma close because adrena sisa it as a magnet no attract information just last week baby me te ma ayi library bi wo ho me ba ha me mura hoda 2 years me mura hoda last week me na one time say why don't I go inside there and find out why am say where are your finance books finance session a business what no back say is in the corner there or me quite a whole library fiction books na finance books no kitwa bi na corner bi mu am say we mu na me pay na me register it me borrow 25 books my you be go na me kind.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Ya beji information ni nyina na ya isan be yekuro mu so sa. To ba na o kan ye nim de yakọ
fiction no doso.
Enti so
ya fiction no doso e na o mo de finance na calculate ni plan no. O mo de
see. Na de kitu abi o finance.
As a Ghana TV so no. Match pass and politics.
Omo ya victim o, omo ya victims o.
Okay. Okay.
How many victims? Of course, I'm saying fiction on a whole session. Kakra.
Sir, Harry Potter. Why? And
a finance session. Just slim with.
So,
now, wouldn't the car? It's a bank in the group.
That's right. Okay, that's it. That's it.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So good evening. Yeah.
What's your boss?
That was near Juma. Yeah, support in an empire at Tambuchi.
Why that's it?
Now, so book, my friend, the perspective, mindset. So mindset side, me reading it, me find say me second Bible, so every statement and every I have to dive into it very well too, because I think that information, more knowledge, knowledge, so apply, more wisdom to apply the knowledge that you've acquired to. Yes, business, we have to have a good foundation of information.
Yes, sir.
About benefiting.
Yes.
The information that we were out there, the old slave mindset is still grinding.
Okay.
And to help us. They are still they are not using guns and ammunitions near there. Institutions, penetrating institutions, Oh, what's going on? Yeah, penetrating institutions, misinformation. And saying your continent,
Okay.
Idea na ya can see idea be benefiting, they don't give it to us. The best saying, but because you need strong knowledge and wisdom to apply for yourself. You be my so right politics, your religion, your education, up to your food. I was watching a documentary on tomatoes. I've free Akuma dime. Oma Yama tomatoes factory, as a good. And so nobody be free China.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, they go. You're lucky a tomato factory, northern part of Ghana, baby. And the same people now crack tomatoes, and then they offer tomatoes free Italy, in China, about Ghana.
Now China, the brewer.
Now, almost the chemicals be fra, to a calano.
Yeah.
Almost Busan say, or say consumer now or cry there no, or see and find ye into person be idea. So the information ye day my sometimes me who the youth will say na omo veer out of say ye duane omo pay duane omo chase peace and omo chase so say the information no mania.
That's right.
That's right. So if they've been able to enter our universities and churches and all these vital key points
and to who university for no who musubano or say will be attack information.
Yes. We have to come up with information out there my right now mama you so
yes
it's again a be producer a be my result the next person need to know whom you say all results now winyano
different
a different from the result now mumukutano then you will tell them say look this and this and this, because right now knowledge na menyano about myself, about my finances, about leadership, about my training, about nipa me no mu ye adwuma, about me as we be no saying that was me and until the meaning sa results.
Wow.
If you can say you be banter exchanging or can make or you say it would defeat the purpose yeah you do what you say knowledge for the Maya must say you go out there to do a lot of research.
That's
to
right.
Come out to set ourselves free from all this bondage,
Yeah.
We have to come up with results and yes, because me 4 workers me farm mommy, me goat farm mommy. Me trail Nema be about the feed in near the Adinan. Me free Ghana almost a year. Me need any problem because we went through a training.
That's it.
And the saying you know how I'm say there be saying I'm a person you know. Document we am there man any be follow. Abo no say you shoot to omo nkwa abonti eduane no the more at this time. Yeah. So we train.
Protocols.
Yes. Manka and say I'm not your boss. You fact is until see na there no. So Ghana what I saw and say amount for pay me your boss. Boy nkwana mundi echi. It's training e we adwuma mu no entire ni ho. Because no your boss no your chef no echi. Mo pay adwuma we. But I have American way near you. Obia a platform is over Abrochibia will testify. Say, regardless of Juma, and yet they are at the point a training.
That's right.
So good training through the MOE.
That's right.
So and only idea me who say the more I boost na ye kind in near my we have to have our mindset. Say, look, I was say change. Yes, and because is adena obenda kunu dia nkra na ema omu kan results omu yen profo a omu atia omu su di ekire omu kan if you can show them results
yes,
it will be easy for them to buy into what we are going. But you know because say a better argument ni problems of 100 day you can see a can and they every day they can. Oh yes, problem maybe how boss me Texas for the past month. They come mass shooting. Any near cost of Texas has say in my lifetime. Matina Ghana me who be that. Omanya information every baby. And misinformation almost a amount. Yes, because NRI for no more you know. If you know my yama, say yen quaco baby, and he no moon told you. And no more so much sponsor nipa, and you makogu a Kroma Congress near the other. So almost so lobby man almost say yen tighten gun laws, so they have to sell the guns. Me platform imagination make me at 10 or 5 minutes. I walk into a store and buy a gun and come home. I can just walk and go buy a gun. That is the type of Ikura. Almost misinformation. And yes, I am penny a day my Africa. Almost it will be Ghana no say me back America me who be told me that one way I'll buy here street I don't your friends say get to crowd to me be siabonti who be go am wa kafi no one way yes because we want to her so and we and one a year so yeah doing one who say okay say yeah positive theme through what we are learning and how information in banner yes we project no mama phone say okay me starting way no say that they do had they also waiting me information was acquired they also waiting me the knowledge and the wisdom I will apply no so be sure what you are o come now over no be no be after move that now so say okay let me go through here and see her. So that was it. You also say, you know, you follow now kind of first one. Yes, you better lift the Ghana piano.
That's right.
And one so you me want me
yes, sir. Fantastic. I pick some points. Say information, nipa behavior no. Information yes, sir. So to so pevisa information you put up.
Yep. Oh yes. Yes, and then you better has no says 10,000, 12,000. Opinion crata is a waste of time and a waste. Your kind, you did some maybe and we have to sort the someone out and say, next day, my bag. What
do you want to do?
Oh, you're going to a one. Yeah, but okay.
So what you that's it.
Okay. All right.
The chair was on for.
Yo.
All right. Okay. Bye. What is your one time?
Yeah, legend. Boko, legend. Boko.
Yes, our boss. Now where? What is your Okay.
Legend Atomenka.
Over me to a call from Kaka.
Aye, na me chese church ya enu ano ejaboade wanu hwam wakasa wanu hwam pa de okanyira no etie pa ya oso de energy ne kura no de oso tan ba eni ma kasa ya energy na no den
all right. Okay, obesa join it.
Yeah, just we get a quick one, but bina me person bi say we na mokoye no record ya na.
In fact, Obine organize it. And maybe Sano.
Okay.
I think it was a good program. Yeah, sure. Oh, recorded. But still be say no.
Okay, it's the this hour na ma yehu na.
Yo, maybe Sano. Yeah. Boys no me boys bear 10 crore mo journey. That was impressive. Me pa 10 obi free takra de obi free touch mine. Bye.
But like me say information is powerful.
Madam for Moses, Mr. Akwa. No, my for buy. I see you do so whatever no buy. Go for buy. But I'm thinking, I mean, you be face to face one of these days. So you be how one of these days. That Koya you be maybe different ones as well.
Papa no be kasa no the other man no Nigeria ni so no ye usan ye soft one.
This of yeah.
Good. Okay.
Very soft.
I'm saying me follow no or Facebook or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe so.
Yeah, omudi ura omuka atoro for nbiti. But yeah, mo dey the ko higher no mo say ya time.
I was sorry for the omo preacher no actually. But also for people in Crawford be 7 rabbi. That was yeah. All right, yeah. What is about Machokoso?
Legend. Okay. The TN say opinion waji ka sembi na o kire say the results no na most important. They say the behind here ka say China for no shares won't be develop no. Enyanchire mu the results. They say okay, we are seeing am piasem. Results we need to make something to happen. Bibia happy at the oka bia ni wa yakoba bia. Now yeah. Said na make say ya say the energy was so ntinya no so ten next results ni be no. Eti the tie say nipa na nkofo na yo madwen say omo na. I adwen say ombeda. Eti abrofi every day be push ya ebe ma abibifo say bia ebe je a cake system na to ana say colonial thinking you be keep on the same way. You be behave Ghana youth no African youth be behave the eyo money je China for energy, Russia for energy, America for Europe for credit, NASA. Nyina ni je say before you say yeah, yes. You be say yeah because baby have Fabiano. Ushia bro ni bia wo ye fucking a ushia wa say man we sorry to use the way you fucking ushia wa. O person ma hu say yes mo ho de mo ye say yes Africa de I say eti sansem we no ye nua no bebre be ti America no especially America say no mini unse wo hia ni ekomani brain ntin wo no so dua no wo pu wo ya mpa ye ho obetimi o wiye school kra wo nya adwuma nye ekrofo pa ye free say ya na brofo no mo say yes ekrofo no wo da so yes ba unko sia Chinese ni ma unko ntimi broni ntimi ni Chinese ni ko di san komo no.
That's right.
India ni ntwema Turkey ni wan twema only ni pa bibini a ofri Ghana na Nigeria.
Nigeria Ghana.
And I say, it tells you the psychological battle pa ye kura. And now many ya ne gabwajema ya just say, hey, the only effect you say we invest in ourselves now your life now by manifestation.
Okay.
Because Enkofoni kuta powerful educational tool, which is the sound machine legonic tech one. Books ne go on and what see omodia a brainwash am for poison on the amount and what you and what me because who say from beginning fan Quran free school now push don't be do so no I comfortable or try and buy man. Okay. 2 onim say amanyo akwa no so oyesa onim say politicians or no one say training or use IMF, the World Banks and this Davos World Economic Forums and the institutions in forums packaging say one and as a beggar no it was a politician no everything a rare structured with the international standard with the United Nations standard onim ni IMF women strategy they cannot go beyond the yachre woman. That's right. According to we adwuma quick we school na first degree me no are comfortable but in life obi a we comfortable bi cannot move forward. Agrofuni strategy ni na wo. Na say bibini we new school no a obe comfortable so okura degree or ba man no ba politicians no so say or train IMF man structures policy credibility say and first school for say men you say man kora na me crash mo no so the man and Franco fire agreement Franco be agreement it's so the debt services
and the amount of format the amount of formula to follow
school no politician
where doctor of then political science do can you
solve problem after we system no so say your root na traditional setting no we nyina asokra no they were trained by the same and for coronanti no as I invite woman or from member conference member program no komko formality we are nyina ko say we are nyina by we are so no sikani bia bt the all sansan the way ye one bt we are also you can survive.
That's right.
Your business can survive. Say, what the business across South Korea is here now. One BT they also say, I may call on me person me cause of you can survive. Your business cannot survive. It's how much more a country. And for example, ya China, ya China, Korea, the NTSC, almost BT the we are order no, they did not follow the we are order no, and they in China for boy was here. China for the
which means you follow yanko.
David. See, because what follow and say any the resources today. You follow me. The resources here. Witness see. And we look at 40,000 was say, and Chilamedia Mania, now your class was say, oh, now 5,000. Chilamedia Mania, now we are then 5,000. Common sense. We are then 5,000.
Hey, we are Uchaloto.
Not just baby, I'm going to Chaloto. A whole second chill, not just as I was to travel in your look at 5,000 a certain vantage and a certain geographical area. It shows you clearly say a whole travel to now be more.
Hey, okay.
That's analysis. First, the only one say, Yabaka control. I mean, can say the fugitives Yaka control no. And yes, how comfortability now here, baby. To be true to young can correct. Ya pe comfortability in America say nyae. Obi fin say the blakoto GM nkoko no ne force nkoko na be ye kind of so that would ya when ya comfortability. You comfortable. We are selfish. Now, broni no a wo abetena ne krom na wo de unnecessary comparison to Ghana say abrochire ye me ba wo. Broni krom na wo te ne nananom hya ase wo busa ho say no mu kura no pain na no mu kom na no dia today dia hina na eso. Broni social the crown na enye de na wo tena se ne no no enye ofere say obi abese ne crow obi abusiafo abese ne crow wa kontokwa akọwie amanfo gold asend na nimo nyama wo gusu defend wo bre defend na wo betena bi wo so we okay enye ofere minim say ya ba be ka control ya be kam ye say ye ba be pe comfortability so ko green na patch ye bedu ye na say ye green adane yellow enam say ye be dia tum say obi akodwam a okota de no opie no akode ade kro beto no de akoya de okodwam no obi oda obi a chese we homeless America now be kaha now say wo de waka ha extra say there's something wrong eya na beti say nkoda na ye say oh ena ehonya amomra wo so honya na okoto take it na so aba die tie die until when
yenya visa de
no problem no nto kwa na akọ sankrata na akọ jibi no aba but you tie nie we ababu na tie nie obi ka tro say Jack say die nie hunu media no say nya sa na tie America won kan just member how yentimi continue as a country person building yentimi encourage yankoda nyina so mo nsori nto kwan obi oba yesa bia say we nipa boni ni open so catch them say to America in fact what ha that $2,300 with them and I saw the mortgage what to fee who 20 years enti yenya na ka kire Ghana fo nyina sɛ wo mo mfiri kuro no mu so sɛ sabi enti niam akɔ ye wa adwene nim but for many more wo de ɔte America 30 years 20 years wo se wato mortgage wo ti wo mato me fie oba ye ba bia wo te ne mfuturo ne oyate obi na na ye broni obi na ye wo betenem eti yenya na ka kire Ghana fo ne sɛ wo mo nyina mfiri Ghana enti hwan so na obɛyɛ ne sɛ de oba na broni nan ne de no hwan ya okay yes ramo the say ye ne say what beka me ma beka mu it realities the yan kan say en say so encourage Ghana for so mun entu kwan emra broni kro na oba oba ye nya sa na unya ye paycheck to paycheck
yeah
paycheck or so waje kasia na $30 $40 waje kasia 70 man ko sa ma chesu no abegene de you don't control anything. Me na America me timi ko wura me nko hu India ni awaka kire wa friend krom for so mo nyina nwane mra America asai o beba o ma so o ma nko hu Chinese na wogina wo disini kro da me nko hu Turkey ni Arab ni kro wonu ye to bomb no on san on ko gina ba bi kro nka sasa Afghanistan ye da ni pa bibi ofi Ghana ene ye nya no ngu Ghana ni mu asenkire broni because e come de no you are wild. Why the world because of our incompetency, because of our time for corona or catching no. On one am why world. And the anya no now on one bani chroma who say me ba fa bibi on na na ba ye e be fa ye. Eti e niam ba fa bebre. Obi aba be fa pan no ni pan no ni de Ghana for di pan no. E bi aba fa ntade ni de. E bi aba fa dance hu ni de. E bi aba pe customer service ni de because o man asset wi so e wi ase business models na why. So what to coin say wrong so to go boa the only chance say a purpose I would go then na over be fa ko America your market said you Ghana any Africa your market sanity here obi aba be diga say China for diga Russia for diga India for diga Ghana Nepalese for Brazil for every obi akoko di diga Ghana ho obi akofa de ehia no et yesu ya ban yesu ya bo mu krom yesu ya ba be diga ni bi by Ubani yes a crobby. So you have been all quite a frog crop when yet. So now the young neck catch a gun for the say a croning young and not say, but couldn't quote ya. I can't put any jaws idea with him.
Eh, what are they?
Oh, dear, you see, it's about time on. As I see your pink pot in your kind of creating and say, won't to me, Mamma, Emmet America, now who's jamming can't emmet the cigar and tremmy. E niema ya na bi ye edikafo bi so ye ya de tina obo kwa me nkruma na ya boss ya ye no moto no obo Thomas Sankara na ye ya bo no yakunu Gaddafi na African Union fo ya ye dini yakokuna ye sa ne ye no it is all person u continue with your confidence wo mu na wo vision such nkrofo bi na say cut boundaries no matter ni bakro wo ye because see yankoso anya sa de no a e be ye ne de Osia no catch what did Ghana tamachero yet okra Ghana passport yet American ye change be funny part as won kan and so o gu Ghana animu ase enti bibia nsi ni trimu say na me kra America me nka ho mi sare na makoma adwuma 16 hours ma be hwe dem na makoko funu na makoto na mabedi enti die enti na ese mi gu mi kuro animu ase kira America ni die na menya film but adwene na dwene ni mu aye ha won ti ase Ghana ni or be catch us Ghana ekrofun ekrotan tanwe other ya wono nya na ban wo so two what Ghana wonya na dwuma nkoyi.
That's a great point. That is a great point. Omo ma share another trend. Omo let's say NDC. Omo na ayiro mo ye mo kope visa Ghana say sankrofo so ye bi. Omo ban ba so omo nka the same people another group in the Babeka. That's a part of can.
Yeah, very terrible. And me call your call China and obi o China be abusa no. Chinese ni e ma kwan sa wo begu kuro na nimu as because you say one day anya hwekure be yam basa return.
That's right.
You dare not speak against the China. What tia say ma. Ba obo so tell say na wo de wani abie o ti America to be okay. Eti ye nya na didi Ghana tem. Wo yes apɛ sabi na nyama nko ye wa adwene nim.
Ampa.
Sankrofo wo nyina no. So we obi na wo courage na wo confidence, we conscious say you know where you are going now. And so start to say we see barrier now because people around you determine what you do.
That's right.
You say, oh, person will build on and I will believe in Africa. Say one day, you know, on continue on fight hypocritical. If you don't change them, they can change you.
All right.
a fact. And what to call better American, that does not mean saying that's all. That's not a fact. And it's true. Yeah, won't come. Because meaning Ghana for some of us we don't sleep. We move around on back or club close, see what that will the clone him the apostle. Say every day gunshot, Washington, every day gunshot is here in the moon. Ghana 40 Virginia, because one drive Washington, one drive. I know so many people they can't drive there.
I didn't hear.
Because Oslo on so hard, anybody a rascal, for now, Bodam will be the cover board him, or be to Tanya Yane.
Wow.
But the enthusiasm so with me and can do who chroma will be on two. Menti politician a who news will be not training one cast out boy, or to about the idea, who got this castle go to my two about. I will use some aquana, not just a crash and what the who's gonna yet to know. Yanni, a warm crack, and then video, member post video, NDC, of course, a Dumasia. Or Baba said in a castle to the carpet, and the NDC are 2 Obama so many parliamentary candidates. Look at this life. Or Petit Casa, yeah, sir. This is a situation. Sanko for 2 dinner cheese says, who also the same come say, Ghana penny for many and you could ye. Or buying what to see can Chroma, sir, officer Cooper Ghana, America, America, ultimate Arabian to see come will be my father. And Nipana Drimudaho. Me koso na me diminse mu ba me politician na mana ba be chenye me. It's impossible.
Odishaba, so mamema Mr. Amoni ajina so kakra manen kasa kakra. Over Amoni kasa.
Yeah, boss.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
We have a chair and the anemone adofo your online and then the was the name nya be shim name nya join the band yeah na was the chair and the knowledge also the support platform no the will be asked and say me degree na odisha body na me so many no ya jam to because na America hanuma baby no and quite a yanka. People are struggling a lot. I've been here 20. I came here in 1999. I was very young when I came. I've been here 20 something years, about 24 years now. June 1st, 24. Wow. Okay, 24 years in America. It wasn't easy. It's tough, but and quite a yanka. It's a struggle. It's hustle every day. Baby no ayana umukeka sense no. It's a bit more hard. Almost using life in Ghana before they travel. Okay. When the last time anyway, she catch you say, and you be part of back when you know. First, I want to go back to Ghana. I was crying. I want to go back, but now the ex-wife no say, "Oh man, Ghana dear, and back days, my dear, when how I'm the kind of But I want to go back because the way now being life in Ghana, no, I want. And my expectation to America, no, it wasn't what I was expecting. It wasn't what I was expecting. Not even 1%. Wow. Yeah, because when I was in Ghana, I was young, but by then, no, I was living life. Life was good. What I said. Now, in America, so we buy the Hanam, they were not gonna life, and they had in the best 10 times. Oh, Mr. Baby, I was so disappointed.
I didn't don't know against her. So against her was 10,000 or do how be 1 minute.
Because of the perception, and the way I'm portray American, I want to say when you are younger, we share TV, we share how they portray America, say Black Americans and whites, when they show Hollywood, they show movies, they show basketball players. It's about just 1% of the population now which will live with that life. Life in portray mind and TV, television, social media is just 1% of the people. And which will live with that life, About 90%, can't live that life. What you say? They can't live that life. They are no.
They are only TV, so they just about 1%.
It's about just 1%. And so when I came here, I was so disappointed. All these years, I was so disappointed. They are 90. They back home, many. They fee because There's a lot of better stuff in Ghana. What I say? Those two better stuff in Ghana. And I'm gonna say, when I came to America, I was 23 years when I came. I came very young. Wow. But no Ghana, no. Now, no Ghana, no let America be needy. I'm telling you,
wow.
What I say? I was young. I have a car, but then at 23 years old, then more car. Okay. No.
Wow. Okay. Is money network no? Always aba. Is what to make mommy who say maybe some network na mommy who.
Okay. I think that I'm Mr. Money network in Anya. Yeah, the network in Anya.
Inti audition or back until you can also bet my chip in.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
okay. Addition about Mr. Money aba. Mr. Money bajo kasa.
Yeah, into life, you know, and he said the way I no. But I think the majority no muka say so when you get Johnny to America. Madam would be making in 2 days ago. It's so cool UK. There was just £12,000. Madam was really what you get and £12,000 at your connection to UK. Now, how many years have you been to the £12,000 when you did?
Hey,
what you Ghana? What that £12,000 a 12 visa connection to UK? And on how many years have you taken to get that? Because 12,000, you're talking about 1.something billion.
Yeah.
And to say what you Ghana, now what you mean says Canua? What you Ghana, now what you mean accumulated says Canua? Then I just say, so we when you know more, what you more for Ghana?
Yeah.
What you say?
It seems like Sika's from cry in Fahon Crow. And I'm saying Sika Casabia and Adrian says,
because of the young family, you know, I think that's our problem. Oh, Sika young family, you know, I don't know a problem, no, because so what's Ghana? Now what's money at £12,000, but also how do you able to accumulate this Skyway? What you say? In this why I would be fast accumulate this Skyway, no? They'll continue. You can make more.
Yeah.
But I think said the American is Obia say Otukwan.
Okay.
Sometimes when I hear places that get a phobia, because it's how do you have to leave Ghana? Mr. Obi, I said the name one. Mr. As I stood there, come last year the day no gonna be.
Wow.
St. Thomas Island, Debe, Nicaragua. Even better than Monia. Oh, obviously Brazil, which countries there are so what guy back with an almost the change interview also on the not a check an officer when the could over to the other fan on just opposite Ghana. I'm saying, wow, really? We can say, could war in Ghana. Nicaragua near other places I'm going to we. The guy got there and the guy was so disappointed.
Sir?
I'm saying, young America, I disappointed and now I'm going to Nicaragua.
Hey.
Very sad, but I don't who I think more excuse me language you. The Benuano and Sia more brown Ghana crack. What I say? What Sia brown and Ghana crack. You know how Ghana is and how Ghana here. So what Ghana you can make it in Ghana.
Yes, sir.
Me say not according to you so because I've been traveling already. Me na because Germany because UK na me somebody me now for me but say yeah. What hey now what you pack when you go do kwado aba. Me say no. Now I was young. Company didn't come in. My first passport, the company na money. I was like, okay, I was doing what I say. And I said, be a company near, didn't took back and forth. But the go and call ma.
Oh yeah.
I go back to them. Yeah, but when me quite because me say last in Ghana was good. Oh, let me person me 2 points. Like once you pass say if I go hospital be man so no. What I say me person there no. Oh, on the say me company with me adwuma no. I was young when I was doing good. It's my say. Wow. Then they want to fire me. They want to fire me for no reason. And I'm the G vacation. I'm still on the call. I just want to go because I can travel. So let me go away somewhere and then, you know. Oh, and the pastor, when you pass a minute 2 points. No. No, I'm coming from. And I mean, from all these years, no. Many of I've been trying to establish business in Ghana for the past 10 years.
Yes, sir.
I'm now failing because many of because I knew I can make it in Ghana more than here. Come on, what can I say? You can't take billionaires in America. Ghana need to have Kromwa or see in flowers over $5,000 that account in the year. Who know yet? I tell me that so. What you say? Because Ghana with the Mawa, what did the farmer want? I'm the Benkumaje. I'm the farmer want. I'm the Benkumaje. That's a system they have created. Oh. And then the question will say, the system in African system, no, any America for the any Western general, are the same. It's the whole two Western for no say Western world. They say, oh, yes, say, and Africa for 3 years. No, we are not the same.
That's right.
Oh, what to me for and that's when I to be no, it's working now. Because all these years in the business of Ghana, no. That means the Western ideas like a way of doing business. What I say, we shank of also do this the way I want it, and it wasn't working. Oh, on the say of late, I mean, my dear said, no, don't do it that way. Because yes, I know you save because that's what you're different. The way of doing things is different from Western world. And me too, foot on me follow steps and it's working. Oh. Because I say this is the way they do things, and I have to work with them the way they do things. Wow, and business is now me say no my day. Business grow gradually. Oh, and to be sure, Ghana for say approach there. Where to come on now? Say and now I want to be video. Ghana for the Benin hand to mouth. Like the way they be or the share back. No, the go hand to mouth no survive it.
Go.
But the vacancy of America. What they say? A thing can done to South America. But they're living hand to mouth. The Benin have a catcher. What they say? The Benin have a catcher. Into her. What you have now person can Ghana for Obu Abem because on to be because on to be Kobe. You can never make it. You won't be in court. Because you have a hand to mouth, can look at the bills and go to loan, you never go to or 2 now 1 day. Or by now, you never go on saying, what's been court? Okay. So if you want a place to create wealth, it's Africa.
That's right.
Look at the way you say no trooping into Africa.
Yeah.
So you're but the next 10, 15 years, 20 years, they've been talk. Young say no. I think they've been talk. It's the thing I say you make sure say you need to coffee more. What you say? Because you say the way we trooping in and that because we say Africa is the next great powers. And they will be kind of so, will be kind of so, will be kind of say Africa for in this year and anybody who in history. I mean, since the minister history, history, but you say Africa for Bronia and why they what that Diana, yes, and yes, because say we are superpowers, we are very superior. We are very superior people, and they know in terms of counsel what the baby has. And I'm going to Christianity, education, religion, abiding. I think and I answer just into go all catch and say Then nana be say because odi history.
When in country.
So we think there kwesi bro na eden. But there to think there kwesi bro na baba your history say that especially class say your inventions need discovery ni na when na kwesi bro kwa but na odi me the offend discovery ni inventions. What you say?
Yes sir.
Kwan bi so omoje abebe ya sa na omoje ya ni onyam ba ya ni onyam no we'll take it back. It's about time. It's about time. And a true medication ya de nso no na me adom ye siesie ade kakrakra.
Yes.
Into them was
okay.
So this year ba guys here the powerful need the contribution. But I don't for the almost some the balance some no can kind of phone say hanam na better. And yet better sir omoba is not easy. What I say, but they can make it in Ghana. Okay, make it 12,000 pounds about brochure now 10,000. It will take you time to make that money, and yet easy. It was something that I catch
that's a far as on your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Kwame, Kasana me Yako. Kwame Kasakakran or Shaban conclude. Kwame. Hello,
Mr. Obeng, good evening.
Yes, boss. Good evening.
The chair no at here for
Mr. Obeng, good evening.
The chair no at here for
Mr. Obeng, good evening.
If I wait.
The chair no at here for
Mr. Obeng, good evening.
If I wait. Kwame, you are free so. Sabra. Hello, Kwame.
Yeah, Mr. Obeng.
Kasa.
Okay, me chiamone wetie fo nyina na
yeah you so.
Yes ada say ama yakonya na say enso yenche ya adwen.
Kwame ya
Nemo. Mr. Obeng. If he say wo nkyerɛkyerɛ no ebie yi nyina yɛ ni eniema a nsɛm a woka wo futu a wode ma ne wo twerɛ wo Facebook baby a ede yɛ ni sound pa because amayate eniema bi ase amaye hu eniema bi ase ase waso han kanea na esidua no so na ehyren na se wo free sa esunu na wo ba han ni ma ema wani te uhu bibi na enkoyi a utumi stande ntina de bia wo defend ukoto so obi ka enena I think say enena ansa me ko baby se me ko dan me ka o yare fa ho baby me call shop mo manager no he ho ne pharmacist no won say o kuruma de bibi enye yi ondo no da do obi nya chance obi kwabrochi no won si happy mu da.
That's right.
To what I may say was now there was and the kuruma say and I'm say kuruma say and say you higher pa ade o fa na ekufuado and say me fa na ekufuado but Ghana be zizi a wo kono ya kan yenye de so unzu nya chance announce wa baby be de ebeko but if you say a sign entity a de amaye wo environment no school no obroni curriculum enti amaye ngi ye hu ni yahira yenum baby ye free enu ntina ye krom ni ukoto Ghana ni Africa ni gina baby a no speak all kan asem etia ni krom ni no beka Ghana bibia anya wo ho Ghana omgo ya kromfo Ghana ho nyi say oti America oti New York odehie ba kan no Washington sa stretch ne so no etu atoto nipa ye komlusu om life recently cry a humble Texas more yezu akora bi say oye ma liar omon paint wa twitu akokun kofo then say tafachi na what It's an news on more count. A man panel.
Hey.
And you will treat your paper to a Kunipa Bear night.
Oh.
Ain't you what is our chrome will have say? Nagan and Utimi catches a Ghana you. Walmart obi ye dwuma kaka oni ni supervisor nya asema no akotutu no akunipa ana no akuno enti mum yemisi e ho se Ghana na mo se e ho nye save no a pressa hin wo ho se Ghana obi di tu Gina Street so abo bi tu
kunkunya nyina classroom
how many times kwa na abo ho se sa ne ma we koso e we kuruma se e bi nsi yen kwa na yekote na obi krosu a wa wo ye slavery ye twu condemn ho so ren so na wo to ayampe ama ne ye tie no na kire sa adwene mu enye adwuma adwene mu omere because adwene mu nyemra edenti na bibia ya fa Ghana ho enso ho sori a na wa besi dan wa ahanye wo besi dan ho ye
so the issue that obey ya na just on them
enti chese wodwen ho a wonte ase ya ye ho se ukwa brochira he ye nyina brochira ni yekobi ni enti ne ma bi ase ni e wo sumu enti ne yeko ye nya obi antu yefo ya dwen nyina na ye ne se agisi akwa brochira se ne be ye because wonte sika bi ase ebi anka sika na de ko pay visa de ko ye medical sen sa ne ma ne nyina ke bi ade hye bibia ase anka akọ anim
keko correct
and so eneno mu teachings no abie yani oka bibi kire enti ema wo sua ne ema bebre ese oju hundi se wo ye Ghana ni hana wo free Ghana be yeyi
that's right
transe unya opportunity a kodidi mpenifo atem
that's it
transe politician bi ne ba be solve problem now they want to be
on problem and almost solve in no more election
sa dreaming yeduma na adwene yeduma utumi de natural resources koje oil utumi de koje sino hydro na office wo yeduma o mining o media platform a concert nkwa yes obi the black sheriff bi woko konongo kohwenko for youth tuano kohwen penifo nanano motutu o entoma ekosia no
go be business o meka cho o mu ni okra o ko be business afa di pa ejuma
kind of people are these what is wrong with this my people
enti say ye ka se ye kokonongo e na obenda akoso okoye nkyerechire nti benya se nipa na ba beti
na o asemba na be ka no ye bonyo ma
tane ma we ni nyina ye ohia forma na kosa ade no because me ye show say sankofo yo mu namunsuo mu ko hwe musician no ye esikani baby be kobi ehia forma ne trimoda ye trimu ye de enti mo esi ye ji ehun di okruma se bibia be ye yemfa ye ni nto aban so yemfa ye ni nto mpai bobi so yemfa nto prophecy bi so emfa ya konchen Ghana be ye opportunities wa hasi bibi kakra bi e wo hu bia na fast start bibi sua nyansa sua sika honim die tie wona onu nyansa tie papa obenda akon obekire nyansa wo mane ma bebre free ayi ntimi ntua ne ka wona esi e bompa wona nka ese wo ba yi timi koda from no tietia eso because wo di nyansa e she wo trim
kwa me
enti se wo hwa ye lose identity wo hwe media platform so a wo di yenhwe e movie kro mo trechre o tre movie a ade ya boni bia no e ya Africa e Ghana no amabro ni so
almost we celebrity
celebrate when hefa
kun ni phone number kra winya uhu di movie so omo de transforming je wa ye no hu kukuku no e normal wo ye na transform ye hwe How can you have a generation or doing say we need hope to be our? That must not produce content. What content are you producing? You have television stations, radio stations. You're preaching every day, and you still have a bulk of your youth confused. What content? Now, Kriti.
And Legend, and yes, just by chance, a orchestrated attempt, and also for me, Facebook, Martina say I'm analysis, even Facebook are targeting me, and such people like I'm targeting Facebook. You'll be because maybe I may say security a big business for America and I say Europe and I say Western world. Security producing network data. You will be interested. Say, dear, they cook countries so. And the information you man kofu enko. Dear, no more. Dear, say, information will be stay with her. Limitations, as yeah. You will be interested, and a high security installations are will be through. Maybe I be in America.
Don't pass yet.
Because Facebook will tell you say, the algorithm no actually say Ghana for them say no money home.
Consent.
But China will tell you say no, we don't need this algorithm. Don't push this algorithm fast, or else we will block you. And then China continue to block Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't push this negativity to my society. But Ghana, how many people in the news say, the short will be no pushing out. At the end of the Facebook to say, me pushing Ghana for the year concert the mouth. Some be different and they go back and check. No, your people don't need this. No. But moment I will pick a concert and I say a battle, I will insult to Ghana and I say, it's hard, no. I course because more Ghana, you want somebody who bet me I can. Okay, ever block about America, I am block you. But okay, say Ghana new run why I am blocking. But America now wrong one, you ever block you.
Matepa Mr. Obeng.
Yes, sir.
Naturally, say, Woshe Asemo this year by Air Kenya. He say, oh my in such a way, say, to see intimate my home. Near call IMF near Cobobesia, see the Okan and near my instruction, men far a Jumai 4 for a can of Bessiana or Bono for debt service in one of Bobesia to go to your Bessiaka. The world is moving towards one green, green, whatever. Just say brofun kwasi abro fosa. Now it is so IMF pillars. Now I catch say increase your policy rate, tighten your policy rate.
Am I money access to capital? How do you increase your policy rate? So how do you build businesses?
Na yenya Tibo Nkosu politician be no so abeka so de abrochira bagana because how politician nankasa na osi so ankasa no wo ne ne yire nyem kra wo se ne ban onko wo ne ba wa America and UK onye ne hu ni nyina ye identity problem ni identity problem se unnim uni pedua ne usu ne baby a wufra. A whole country, nuclear president as a vice president in the top leaders, or or America. Because I joining ye Juma. Critical thinkers. Because critical thinkers are to me and foul good and quadi raw good quadi. Now unemployment ye high. No, I catch them say is the best policy. Usuya Harvard economics are now the back Ghana say nebe yejuma Ghana and fa into the economy is sinking no. Wow. It's say what baby no culture na say. Once you understand the culture, what omubobra ono mama mrase no na what me the niema gugu akwem.
Amana boa mu nyina.
Na mama boa mu nyina.
That's right.
Wakofa tax system o UK e dia bahasi. Foreign business but how more tax holidays so yes startups ye to friends wala tuara sawa ha o my tax holiday but o my foreign no tax holiday. Okay. 10 years tax holiday name one ya na what day chain enam GRA Senate no mo ba ye beto shop mu adwene nye adwuma
yo bo hu so we go pay visa biane
na visa ne de a system no na actually ye mindset ne se bibia nye Ghana ni nya tumi kakra bia because media houses no bo ye mpanifo ko my successful bo no mu go Facebook no mo wensa no mo de kire youth no
omo de cast kire
no mo de cast. These are successful people now omo looking up to know omo pictures e go Facebook omo cars kesi omo ato omo side check e ko omo ho ntokwa
intellectual build up, intellectual skill, intellectual capacity.
Debia agro in ye media so yensa ye monyum with the camera si obia so obia ye celebrity obia ye YouTuber influencer.
Koda. Okay, we'll wrap it up.
Youngest, yeah, baby, TV, Facebook, not working.
So, okay,
no, yeah, or mine will be a PC develop no agro sports.
Agro sports.
Yetimi radio station timi at the time oma yetimi ka Manchester United Liverpool once in 3 hours bet ma audition ban develop product be no fan call say okope airtime kakra dia marketing product bet sika obeka asa match ro
on film kra o de o ye dey na fa me no say yes eno am call video bi am ko wi kra na me buafu abeku Santana TV FM say enkura bia akwa bia timi bia adwuma se bia friend pizza man say me boa na wono abeku akwa enkofo bia ko wia ne niam be 20 bucks wodo ma kokoro ono wa amu wa anyo so mu se de China fo ne ye no wa hwe makwa amu mani se de arafo ne ye wodo ma kokoro e na court ajeli wo mo enyo no ne ye mra no na o presenter ko fo bi si wono akotena se disi akwa na wanya de onye guy and obi a content ya
odese ozani panya hum ze adwene mo mre onye critical thinker
we
enti we na looking up to the as na na je ye nko me
ajawajo ha ye wachiri ko
Sevita Frate Kevin Taylor wa America say o trivia na de na be TV so me aso so enti Sevita Frate say obi young man na ono watimi bi adwuma na yafa wadwuma na utimo se saade na akoso ache se utimo tase obi oyonko 20 cartons ne chicken ya de any pizza na omo produce no so ahe na omo account to the guy
business no omo kuno business no
then nerves ayi akoma betena a whole station so with larger audience ka say ti oye ne nye na omi adwuma da enti me visit okasake
ignorant like that will followers my goodness
agro no o man na e agro entertainment obi tonyo enti sa me besi
Kame mo wrap it up ate odisheba 2 minutes probably 2 minutes now
kwame yanso yakom na de omni say de kwa ye kaya e say just a product bibia just a product because America na Ghana for the war no omo ye multi-million company say a control America near the working class so omo prepare form so omo ton bidie omo ton aduane omo chi niema omo na working class and America no and that is the Walmart, Amazon, FedEx, UPS, Home Depot, Costco no na America nti until see be hu sa de no enye lawyer for na chechere wo man enye sociology for na chechere wo man enye lawyer activist for na chechere ye de wo chechere man enye omo tax na chechere wo man no the working class and to activist for na activist for who activist why come to me as me activist I come to me as me lawyer Who was watching say? I want America, we are lawyer at the end day.
We are the producer lawyers. Great achievement. Great achievement. I call law school.
And carry and your achievement, Papa, your achievement just for and conform with your mom. Because says as a Ghana says I at ye. Penny, lawyer Bennett didn't see Cabema Ghana. And what do you pay because what you're Ghana for? But penny that for what you are baby. What you want to move producing could be about 10 to 20. And then a trade impact. I will be our activist, our human rights lawyer, a dear benefit and our dear brand. Who human rights? What? Memo comedy was we him. The only few no a better agenda yasano. Kakra bi asa bibi kakra bi na wo hwe adwuma bi a me ye no ba bi a community meeting na ye ko hwe bi access protection and loss and prevention. Broni no kra na ye to Ghana na yadwini nyase wo sika no. On count sika from billions wo. Or your first sika no and ema when we best 10 e bi $1 times 10 $10. So 80 times 5 hours na sa na mo yetimi lose $10 base every 5 hours multiply by 20 say $5,000 I say and it has kind of become one daily sales in economy.
That's right.
Anyway, in a small way. Bibiana just shase kakra bi but so ka so so benya sika bum di aboa emfanti ejada ko yebeda ase no abusia fo ye nua no mabaye no ye do bibia ase keep on so wakoma mo bia emfa ne wahala bi emu aben oboa medam ase
mo
the reason show so no subscribe no follow ya the reason show Facebook and YouTube why
that's right adisha wado no boga one boga also near boga but
what menya boga da bia ye de menya boga
boga o America
menya boga open pa menya boga
Ole ba egro
yes sir
1 minute pe
yo
enne me koto abaya bi Jamaica ni bi ewo no okroma na ewo ni computer ho na o scrolli no ma bi na mi sanse de no ye no say up a holiday destinations in Turkey. And I'm saying, oh, okay. So why don't she consider Africa? Maybe Ghana, because that's where I'm from. I feel really. I'm saying, yeah, because Ghana, we have a lot of places, very nice tourist destinations. I say, okay. Then she will consider. And Broni bi every nachiba. And I say, then I'm going to no catch no say me so consider Ghana for a holiday. I don't say, what do you want to get kidnapped?
What?
And I may say, Mr. Marshall, hold on. You are scrolling through holidays, destinations in Turkey, right? Are you scared of earthquakes? I say, don't scare me. I say, oh, but recently, just there were a series of earthquakes that people died. You are going to Turkey for holidays. Are you not scared? No. So okay. Why are you saying they will kidnap her? I say, oh, because it's been everywhere. I'm saying, okay, don't worry. The BBC and CNN will never show you the good things about us.
That's right.
I catch one name. And I may say, in Ghana, we don't shoot people on the streets. But it happens in the US.
That's right.
We don't stab people. But it happens here in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah. Nambisan say, am I a bad person? I said, no, you are so fantastic. This is the same person or catcher me say he's supposed to supervise my work, inspect my work, but he trusts me to the extent that he has never inspected my work.
Okay.
Oh, who say mistake be about doing say now even if it is me, he knows it's a mistake.
Yeah.
He told me in my face earlier at church, so he would never inspect my work because I make his work so easy for him.
Wow.
And I'm just saying, am I a bad person? So no. I've spoken about you. You are so nice person. What? It's okay. I'm just an average person in Ghana. There are a lot of better people, way better people than I am in Ghana. So why are you saying? I don't blame you. The problem is the information you have. BBC and CNN, they are feeding you. I'll go to Ghana and invite you to visit me in Ghana, and you see for yourself.
Well,
so we will battle. Abrofo na kata no prayer, and I also ya de beka ho prayer ho dia, then yebewu.
That's right. That's a great point.
Mama yen sorry my yen. Omo sorry my you. Omo me ya oman ye my. They are damaging us. That is how they stay relevant.
It's a psychological war.
Omo a damage control. So
propaganda. Oh sorry,
makasa bebre, but we no e besi mitrim sisi anam se ma menfa ntwam na obi nso ti at least. Who say this is where we are coming from. The last people I was put your down, yankasa.
That's right.
It's yen peja yen na ebe
yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Kwame, Mr.
Mr. Ben, me wrap up kitwe na ma. Chere se asem na waka na de minua na kan de no ano no waka no say ye gi ye hu di se Ghana be ye say ye nya confidence ye nya nkran share resimu my sa America, UK, US baby a wo bia na ento Ghana home page we ho na wo free we yes bia na wa yira wo da wo ye slave work adwuma na ya packaging is nice. Any idea man I slave work we ya no calculate aba enzo ko tua rent ontua o cedi mu uko light ontua o cedi mu uko Walmart uko Tesco uko wherever baby a obia enso na de o de compare Ghana e kruma ye nim se kru na be yi woni papa wom ye be GDC bibia be yi ye ni o mu school na chi ze me babe ko school binim ti krum ha no bo so otua ne ba school fees so okusia ne ba okusia British curriculum o ma ye scam no mo sa de be sika ko mumi enhwe number of visas fear UK, Germany, Canada for G free ha omi na mo sa de abebo ye pesia obekọ American embassy ni pass saline pa ese ye hu koma ye nti ebra so say yen so message na ye sua free Mr. Ben da on platform ne adwenkyira ye G free obi a ho no yen spread this message no yen hu say ye di wo krum ha say baby a wu dwane akono me Lebanese ni Adam for because hey you Ghana small chance you want to even go to Lebanon me my country I'm coming to Ghana.
Come yeah, that's it.
Ain't made man no be see.
That's right. Tell us for your chow bia or the audition by that's his own time by yo. And it will be our nyaho Mr. Aboaje, Mr. Kwame Dako, Mr. Monin. Obi our nya time journey be a shebi yamu near fache that's it. Another time you better atraso. Saturday, a high late kakra is about 12:38. Another time, it'll be us.